I'm gonna have to get used to this. Because we're using Gil, I've had to abbreviate things with G instead of like, you know, coin.
G can also stand for gold, so...
Yep, that's why I have the gold Gil as GG. It's a good game, folks. It's a good game.
I think that would be more than enough to cover her damages, but...
Well, that's interesting.
How much is he leaving?
Okay.
How much?
Are you keeping a eagle eye on Ro the hero?
I'm keeping an eagle eye when I see coins come out. Yes.
Are you being surreptitious at all about these coins?
No, because...
Yes. I mean, you can... oh, sorry. Was that...
That was to Tristan, because I'm not sure if he's trying to like sleight of hand the coins or if he's just going coins.
Well, I mean, again, I left it in the pile of money that I did when I bought the bullets while we were interrogating the guy.
Okay.
So they're very obviously on the counter in front of everybody.
In which case, you see on the cashier's counter, a platinum gil, 5 electrum gil, and 9 silver.
And the 3 gold I paid for the bullets.
And the 3 gold you paid for the bullets.
The longer this takes, the more I'm just casting mending.
Is a platinum gil 1,000?
100.
100. Oh, okay.
It's like 1 platinum is 100 gold.
How much is that in total in gold?
I'd have to look up what the fucking electrum is, but
Electrum is 25.
Is it?
So
if it actually is 25.
No, it's so as you, it goes copper, silver.
Electrum is between silver and gold.
So 5 electrum is 1 gold.
I got the book. Let me look.
I liked using electrum as crib. It's 5 electrum of gold.
Yeah. No. 1 electrum is. An electrum piece is half a gold.
Oh, so it's 2.
So it's equivalent to 5 silver.
Okay.
So in which case that is 105.59 gold.
Oh wow, that's oddly specific. Okay, cool.
Well, that's because it's in different. That's because of the fucking electrum and silver made it a weird fraction. But considering what was broken, that should be. Most of the repairs I think are actually charged in silver, so.
And I'm literally just going to sit there, just go 1 mending, 2 mending, all the mending because it's a cantrip. Mending will probably work on everything but the doors.
Vaughn will make her way over to though Mr. Duro.
Yes.
Yeah, she's looking up at you because, you know, short person.
I remember how small Thomas is. Continue.
I believe you had a offer for a loan.
Yes. How much did you need?
Considering much more recent circumstance at my on my counter, 500 gold.
Damn, this place must be more damaged than I thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can do half of that. I don't think I've got 500 right this second.
She'll smile. 250 would work fine.
Alrighty. So, hold on. I've got to give me 1 moment. Matt has to pull out a here. Alrighty. So, how fast is the time gonna pass in this game, David?
That's highly variable. Um,
And it depends on
Yeah,
how
yeah,
fast
yeah.
we actually accomplish things.
it depends on how fast you guys are, how much time you guys want to take doing certain things.
Okay, if you had to make your best guess,
How fast?
is it gonna be like Trista's game where like no time passes hardly at all,
Oh.
or is it gonna be like
No, there'll be time will pass.
will there be time skips?
Yes, there will be time skips. Um, the the beginning part of the game may have shorter time skips, but there will certainly be longer longer amounts of passage of time as the game goes on and such. So yeah, there'll definitely be time
Okay.
that will pass.
No worries. And how long were you going to need to pay this back plus interest?
Oh well, after what is that? Hmm. Depending on what the interest rate is, I'd say at the end of the month.
So about a month.
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's exactly what I had in mind as well. So, what do you say to a interest rate of 40% on this for 1 month?
Jesus.
Hmm.
You vocally say that, didn't you?
Yes, because I'm right there by the door.
Yeah, I'm just scoff while I continue to cast a mending.
I would like to roll I mean, it's, I suppose not even fully deception at this point because it's clearly been
Yeah, you're
a,
you're you're not you're not being inherently dishonest. You're just stating a number that other people are like, dude, what the fuck? So that's
Yeah.
more negotiation, which would fall under persuasion.
alrighty, what's my persuasion at?
Oh, right, you don't exist with your
I'm
sheet.
not at
1
it.
second. Your persuasion is 5.
5. Alrighty, I will roll a persuasion check with that 40%.
Okay. Are you wanting me to click the button, or do you want someone to roll it for you? This
You
is
can click the button. You can click the button.
18.
I mean, with the clearly bad economy, you'll understand that I want to get a good return on my investment.
Lady, I think you're better off at the bank. Damn.
Oh, considering the kind of establishment that Mr. Duro here runs, I imagine ROI is very important to him. How?
What is very sorry.
Return on investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, if I may be so bold, I don't think you quite know the saleswoman you are dealing with, and she'll extend her hand out to shake yours.
I will shake.
I kind of want these socks now.
And of course, Mr. Duro, I presume that you'll have something for me to sign and thoroughly look over. Or are you going to take this on faith?
Of course. Of course. We'll have a contract drawn up over at the office for you to sign.
Excellent.
Fiona will oversee all of that.
She's such a nice woman when I do get to see her.
Yes, of course. And we will see you sometime soon. As I'm assuming everyone's standing at the door waiting on me, I'm going to give her a very charming wink and then head towards the door.
So how many times was I able to cast mending, David? It's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
What were you trying to mend?
The various damages, like the damage display
Ah,
cases
okay.
and scratches on the walls, and probably that door that I think had a guard thrown into it. Okay. Let me just do a guess as the amount of seconds that have actually passed. Okay. Provided you're wanting a real world thing, I believe it's roughly 21 times. Though as we're out of combat, you could cast it almost as much as you'd like.
21 things are repaired. The cleric in me requires it.
As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension. So there's a lot of stuff in here you probably can't fix.
The Greg has appeared.
That's not as excessive as the interest rate I'm charging this lady.
Yeah, you missed that part.
Wait, while Greg has appeared, I'm gonna catch it.
But yeah, no joke. I will do it 21 times on various things that I can just repair that are relatively expensive.
There's some things that you certainly can. You said it's 1 foot in any dimension, so
Yeah.
1 foot diameter.
The damage cannot be bigger than 1 foot in any dimension.
Okay. Okay. Then actually, yeah, you'd be able to repair a number of the display cases for the for things that held things like daggers and such, because that's not a super large display case.
It's still larger than that. The damaged area itself is not larger than a foot.
Yeah.
Depends on what hit it.
But yeah, you'll be able to repair a good number of items.
I'd argue that door that got smashed with a human body might be a little bit more than a foot in damage.
Oh yeah, because I can repair individual breaks, so technically, as long as the door was not split in half along its vertical axes, I would be able to repair each piece of it bit by bit and then put it together.
Well, if you could only do it 21 times.
If the door got splintered, there's no saving the door.
Would be prestidigitation.
You can clean up all the blood while he is doing this money laundering scheme.
It's not laundering. Money is clean, mostly.
Oh, whoops.
That's how you're looking for racketeering, not money laundering.
Yeah, I know. I didn't feel like saying it that way, though.
Okay. Gana is going to, as he leaves, give Vaughn a concerned look that she just dismissively waves off.
Oh my god.
Why don't you go and take care of yourself and your employment
Holy
friend,
shit.
Sam?
I think someone just hit a deer.
Probably. It's a real problem in the area where you're driving through.
Holy shit. It just happened like literally right in front of me. Like the car was pulling off to the side of the road. Oh,
Yep.
God.
Welcome to driving through the woods.
Not even driving through the woods. You know, just that stretch of 64 between Richmond and Charlottesville.
I'm on the interstate. I'm not in the woods.
They have
The
signs.
interstate is still surrounded by
I'd say they've got signs about every half mile going, "Watch out for deer." The deer through there are suicidal.
Damn. I know. Trust me. I know. I've rented cars. Just about. We're at 96 on rents today. It's the highest our store has ever been. So the heavy deer season. Alrighty. I drove over their fender.
Well, that's got to be great for your car.
Well, it's not my car, but it was. I'm in a Jeep, so I had high clearance.
That's like the car you are in.
Yeah.
So did it even actually hit the car, or did it just clear under the car?
No. I went under the car.
With no impact or anything?
No, it didn't make any noise.
Okay.
To the meat plant.
I was about to ask exactly what you guys were. Yep.
I didn't know Bell Choirs played that one.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually about to ask what you guys would like.
But I haven't missed much.
Other than what people are calling an extortion scheme, but
40% interest? Yes, that is extortion.
No one's even clarified on what is the pay period for this racketeering.
It's 40% for the entire pay period.
Have I missed?
But what is the pay period?
A month.
1
month.
Yeah.
Okay, if she pays the entire thing in 1 month, it's not bad.
Yeah. And so she doesn't get slammed with 40% unless she botches by paying up.
It was a 100 gold profit. So
if she doesn't pay it all off in one go.
Oh no! It is money being loaned with a 40% interest. It doesn't matter if she pays it off the next day or whatever. It's not compounding interest. This is what is being loaned. This is what is expected to be paid back. It's a flat interest with late fees.
she seems to think that she can handle it.
And she did.
And she might be able to handle it. That doesn't mean it's still not a horrendous.
Hey, I don't know if you've heard about this, but this is a hard place to do business in right now. Dear Jesus, please don't flick those lights on. You didn't. Cool. Oh.
Yeah, and we're off to solve the reason why it's a hard place to do business, because we know exactly why it's hard. It's because this company that's running this meatpacking plant is having graboids busting up through people's floors and wrecking their shops.
Exactly.
So in about 20 minutes, it won't be that hard to do business anymore.
Possibly. Probably. But we're still going to have to recover from all these shops closing. So it's best to do that with fresh money if we can find it. And I'll reinvest this money I make on it. I'll have that money to loan to other people at 40% interest. It's like a pyramid scheme. Those are legal, right?
I don't know about in this world.
Multi-level business plan.
Me is screaming. I hope you know that.
That's like pyramid schemes are horrible.
Though I would like to remind you, the United Emirates of Solemn is an oligarchy.
Oh, I get it.
So they would not be unfamiliar with this concept.
Hell, they might have extra laws preventing pyramid schemes unless you can, unless you can bribe your way out of it. Because, the big houses don't want other people getting rich enough to contest their companies.
Wait, no.
Yep. Well, I kind of half assumed this was a kind of comments being plugged back and forth.
To be fair, depending on what the thing is, 40% is not unheard of for like a payday loan level business.
Yeah, payday loans, which are also scams.
Which are scams, yeah. Those are generally 300% interest annually.
And I wouldn't advise you to take one of those either.
So, with it sounds like you guys having left the the store.
Yep.
Off to meet packing land.
Okay, so you guys are just kind of immediately going over there?
Yep.
Cool.
I don't know.
You guys not want to at least go check out this lead about the jewel store?
I don't think we have time.
It's better to deal with the larger threat and then go deal with the other one.
They're going to be moving the supplies assumedly, if they don't, because if they're connected to me,
Fair enough.
if they don't check, they're gonna get moving. We must strike.
Alrighty, fair enough.
I said she's not going to be Jaegers.
Applying for coverage is fast and easy.
Okay.
How far away is this place?
The meatpacking plant is in. Oh, let me collapse that. Is in Sector 03, which is adjacent to your sector.
So within easy walking
Okay.
distance, or do we need to catch like a trolley or something?
If you're on foot, you're looking at a probably an hour's walk.
Okay, let's catch a trolley.
Yeah.
If they're fat asses on a trolley, I would like some chance at recovering mana.
Well, again, that takes an hour rest unless he's using the thematic resting rules I use, and even then, it might still be an hour.
True.
How long is it going to take them by trolley?
By trolley, it was going that fast.
Because apparently there's a good number of them that are wares, so my mana will be used a lot for damage.
You're looking at about 25 minutes.
Okay. If I fly there, would I have time to go, let Fiona know about the contract so she can go ahead and draw up the contract and, then fly over there?
Let me check your flight speed.
I know you want an excuse to fly, but I just want to point out we live in a modern-esque city that has cell phones.
Well, I don't know if we ever actually determined if they had cell phones. I know we had
There's phones.
yeah. I thought we had like payphones and landlines.
A flying speed of 30 feet, which is normal person walking speed.
Oh, well, shit.
Now,
I don't know if someone have the same flying speed as walking speed in this.
Well, technically that's a running speed. The speed listed on your thing assumes not walking.
no, it doesn't assume you're running. Unless you're because you can, if you have a climb speed, for instance, you can still sprint and get extra climb speed.
True.
That being said, if you want to do the equivalent of running, that would cut down on your time. Though I would want a Constitution roll.
Given that I stepped out of the room,
Well, I mean-
why are we against the trolley?
He wants to take a few moments to inform Fiona of the deal that happens so you can start drafting stuff.
Ah,
It's why I mentioned that every single building has a phone.
and there's phones on the street.
Alrighty, then I'll just call Fiona and let her know.
Okay.
it's more efficient for you. That's the only reason why I mentioned it.
Well, again, I didn't realize that flying was so under OP on this, because that's kind of stupid that
Flying
someone
is
would
actually
fly.
really OP in 5th edition.
I'd say, yeah, it's more OP in this edition than it is in the others.
Well, because keep in mind, I know you said, oh, 30 feet flying, that's sucky, but that means you can vertically go up and keep going up.
Also, that's combat speed. Since you're out of combat, you can do the dash, which would double it.
Well, yeah, but again, Matt is thinking from the dynamics of flying. You have to be at a faster speed of flight to maintain altitude.
Well,
But
this flight
that's
assumes.
Matt getting into physics of flight
Yeah, you're trying to apply physics to a tabletop game.
to a tabletop game, which isn't going to work.
Hi, Matt.
So,
You finally got to experience what I do every single time we talk about military topics.
And it usually blows up in your face, too.
I didn't say it didn't.
again, I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna I'll save flying for when I actually need it, or whenever someone actually pisses me off. That'll be when my big reveal of my wings is. Shit! I didn't mean to come this way. No. God damn it.
Okay. Well, in that case, guys, in 25 minutes on the trolley. For those resting, I'll let you spend one hit die for either healing or mana recovery.
Oh, sitting on the trolley for 10 minutes counts as resting?
It's 25.
Well, normally you can devote however many you want, so.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that you were giving us the 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, or whatever it is.
There's 25 minutes, so let's just spend 1 HD.
This is like we're in This is like in that Spider-Man game.
That's we're on the subway loading screen.
Yeah.
And unlike in the Spider-Man game where it pauses everything, we're technically getting our natural regeneration.
There are other people on the trolley as well.
I just realized a question I do have.
The dragon, Keegan.
Nope, never mind. I'm not even going to mention it.
Yeah. How is the dragon getting there? I'll ask it.
How
Does he
what?
take the dragon on the trolley?
Probably on top.
That's exactly what I was gonna describe. Yeah, he's kind of.
Just saying, it technically fits in the same space as a person. Technically.
Yeah, but its dimensions are a bit awkward.
In a 5-foot square.
So it'll be curled up on the top.
You store it in the overhead bin.
Absolutely. This means I get a gun break
No.
ammunition back.
Yes.
No, I'm going to entertain that question. No.
Hey, a whole human will fit into an overhead bin on an airplane.
Depending on the human.
The people.
Like, I don't think Brian would fit.
No,
the,
Brian would.
the people in the trolley will
After a short run.
note you guys. There are some whispers concerning what a such an armored person is doing on the trolley.
By the way, just because it matters, I am doing a medicine check for my medic shenanigans because we are doing a short rest. It's a DC of 15. I rolled a 25. You get max for your hit dice if you spend it on HP.
Too bad I didn't spend it on HP.
That's why I said if you spend it on HP.
Keep in mind that looks like it auto-factored your con.
I subtracted it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just reminding people because that is the purpose of my existence.
Cool. But yeah, there's some comments about that. A few small kids you'll hear stage whisper, not because they're wanting you to hear, but because they're bad at whispering. wondering if your size will tilt the trolley.
Who?
Armorous, because he's in his full plate and tower shield and everything.
There's me, and then there's Nikos. I'm smaller than Nikos.
But you're bulkier due to your armor.
That's true.
The kids will be like hushed by
This is very
by their
sound.
parent.
Maybe when
God,
we jump
I'm
at
not
our
looking
bugs.
forward to Friday.
I don't think anyone is.
I've
Uh,
already passed
I'm
2
not
accidents.
doing anything.
okay. You guys will. The trolley will eventually reach its destination at the trolley stop in sector 03. 03 is um, more. It looks a bit less festive than the section you guys had been in. This
We're
one,
in sector 2, yes.
you the place you were at is sector 02. You're now in sector 03. I say 0 because you're ground level. The city has a
Okay.
vertical build.
Interesting.
Yep. As a reminder, sector 00, which is the center, does have a crystalline spire that connects into sector slices that have 3 tiers above you.
Interesting.
It is known by those who live here and pretty much who are used to being in Solemn, that if you if you live or have like any kind of serious interactions with the higher levels, that's a kind of indication of wealth and or status. Especially if you live up there. If you live up there, you're making some nice amount of money.
We need to go investigate those upper levels. For science.
You've lived in this city. How do you?
This is Matt. This is Matt saying that. Not Thomas.
Fair enough.
The trial will eventually come to a stop. People will be getting off, disembarking. Um, uh, there'll be a woman that slips by you, Thomas, and you'll notice, seemingly out of nowhere, though clearly had to come from somewhere, that there's a manila letter-sized envelope next to you.
Alrighty.
Just casually
I
take
will-
it.
Casually pick up the envelope.
Okay.
Obviously, this is it's a crowded area. Yes.
Yeah, there's people disembarking, and some people are already filing in. On the outside, there's a bit of a crowd as people are bustling about to get to whatever their destinations are.
I would like to tuck it away into my wings until we can get somewhere where I can read it in private.
Okay. It doesn't.
I mean, it could be someone's naked photos for all I know.
It does not feel like it It does not feel. Rather, let me rephrase it. It feels like it has more than a letter in it due to there's weight on the far corners if there's some actual items in here. Um,
Oh yeah, money. Does it feel like money?
it feels like coin of some kind if you press your hand over it to get the shape.
Then he opens it and fireball gets cast.
Yep.
That's why we're not opening it in a crowded group of people.
Um,
Yeah, I'll let everyone know that I will be right back. Gotta use the little winged people's room, and go make my way off to be by myself so I can open the envelope.
okay.
I don't think we'll be stopping.
Yep.
I'll dash to catch up. Don't worry.
Okay. Opening the envelope is a slip of paper and 10 silver gil.
Everybody's nice.
Slip of paper and what?
A slip of paper and 10 silver gil.
So 10 silver.
Yeah, 10 silver.
Can you PM me what the slip of paper says?
Sure. Oh, you're not actually in roll
You're doing
20.
it.
I'll have to use Skype. Not a problem. For those looking around for Meat and Co.
Oh, did the lion ride on the like? I mean, she's still following us, right? Like, is there just like a random ass lion riding the trolley too?
I will presume she found her own method of transportation.
Alrighty, cool.
She is in background mode. She will be there whenever she is needed.
Mhm.
And conveniently not on screen when she is not.
Come on now. Okay.
I am 8 minutes out from being at the computer. So.
Not a problem. Ni- um, Nikos, as you travel, you notice that you are attracting some eyes yourself. You get the sense that the aura aren't seen very often, at least by people in this area.
It's understandable for intimidating folk. Just give them a chase to the smile. That's all. Be cheerful.
Okay. Again, in terms of finding Meeting Co itself, are you guys gonna wander around? Are you gonna ask around, or just gonna look at a map?
I'll ask around.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to ask for directions.
You can make
Yeah,
it.
I would. Excuse me, please. I would like directions to this possible meatpacking plant that no one actually really works at, but really shady criminal sites.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'll just pull up a map.
Factory? Yeah. Where is that? Over there.
I don't recall it being abandoned.
Yeah, it was a front.
Yeah, it's a front. So if you ask, hey, where's this company at? I want to get meat.
I don't know.
People are gonna answer the question because they don't know it's a front.
Yeah, you wanted to roll for something?
Just an investigation roll.
Hey, I'm good at that. Do I get to apply adorable bunny bonus? Or no?
It depends on whom you interact with. Are you targeting a person for interaction, or just asking about?
I'm just asking about.
Okay, then normal roll.
How about dragon and full plate cleric?
It's right over there. 2 blocks that way. One to the left, and go north for a little bit.
Thank you. Tips his hat, and we're off.
Did you send that to me, David?
I'm working on it. My multitasking is crap right now.
I don't know why, but I kind of want what I'm looking at right now. A giant life-sized Snorlax beanbag chair.
Everybody wants that.
As you approach the area. See if I'm missing anything here. Probably not.
That's right. I get disadvantage for being in heavy armor. If I want an extra real stealth. Please tell me you're not trying to be sneaky.
The place isn't like super obscured. It's just a building amongst the city. And this is what you guys will see in the distance.
He's going to distance.
You guys are not on the map yet because you're still a couple blocks away, but you can see you can see pretty much down to the lot, and if you like try to circumnavigate some, you can get different angles on the building. You do see people out there guarding.
Guards for a meat packing place.
Yeah, gotta
In a
protect them
not
meatpacking
horrible area.
secrets.
That's awfully suspicious. Because yeah, Sector 3 is not a bad area, if I recall.
Gotta protect them sacred meat secrets.
It's not particularly crime ridden.
And the amount of guards here is excessive. Is there something else happening?
No shit, Sherlock. We already know something different's happening. I would
I'm
be
not
saying that.
denying that, but I'm saying it in the sense of this is too obvious.
Well, not every criminal organization is going to be subtle.
Ooh!
You would think the guards would have noticed something that's lacks subtlety like this.
The guards may be in on it.
That's a disconcerting thought, but you are not wrong.
Welcome to the land of corporate corruption. The guards are a corporation, just like anyone else.
Can you remind me who Callus is?
One of your gigolo staff.
Oh! Oh! Oh my, yes. Good thing I had you PM me this.
You know what? I don't even want to know. Let's just keep moving.
I will file that away and catch up with the party.
Okay. As Mr. Darrow needs some time to catch up, is there any kind of action you guys would like to take?
I'm just gonna look the road. You want to just go up and talk to them and try to get in, or do you just want to assume that they are in on this?
Oh, I totally assume they're in on it, but we can try talking, see what happens.
It's always nice to be before you bash their heads in.
I mean, I'm not necessarily one for subtlety, but we can give it a go.
Good.
What would it say?
They have some respect, reputation.
You can't just start an open fight
Who
with
knows, we
people
might
that
get something out of it.
you can't just start a fight in the city because the perception will be bad. If we defend ourselves, on the other hand,
Well, I mean, you can. Well, I mean,
we don't need the city also going after
you
us.
have to. Well, they could go after me. But you have a point.
Sam will speak up. Well, if you want, you can certainly blame it on me. I know lots of people blame me for things anyway.
Well, let's give it a go. I will walk up.
Okay.
I'll be maybe 10 feet behind him. With Keegan.
Okay.
At best. Whoever he walks up to, not going to be hard.
All right, I'm gonna need you two to look, kind of intimidating and thuggish.
That's easy.
What level of thuggish?
About the same level as the guys we just beat the shit out of.
Cool. Silver Dragon.
Do you want the hunch? Do you want the hunch? Do you want the hunch solo gear package, or do you want this toll?
There's a difference.
There is. Different mentality.
Given what we saw, I'm thinking whichever one's closer to street level brute.
Okay, orc, got it.
Big muscle, little brain.
He'll kind of like, break. How what is it? Well, cuff up his sleeves, like show off the muscles, like. All right. Let's go.
So you guys are like maintaining a presence behind them.
Yep.
Okay.
I assisting.
They, the guards, will, they don't, they're more taking notice of the fact that a small group is approaching. The person that you are personally approaching, doesn't have their weapon in any kind of threatening position. The others, however, do have their arms at the ready.
I was like, "Sup, Mark?" Finger gun, finger gun, finger. Long time to see Ted. Yeah, working hard or hardly working.
The worst part is you managed to roll the lie to make it sound 100% believable that you still remember their names.
Yeah, exactly. I say the trick is to walk through like you actually work here.
Oh wait.
I will be right back.
So you're
That's the classic.
okay. So is your plan to literally kind of walk past them, or actually initiate dialogue?
The plan is to see if they will let him walk past them
Oh.
by acting like he works here.
Okay.
His
Yeah.
entourage of people that
You mean-
also work.
Okay. Yeah. Did I miss a deception roll there?
No, I was waiting.
Okay.
I was establishing how I was deceiving.
Gotcha.
I had established that these guys were assisting me by looking like they were the street level brutes that were in theory going around roughing up shops.
Okay.
I don't entirely agree with this, but it's better than killing people.
Cool.
This character's built around the stupid plan, so here we go.
Yeah.
And I don't see a better way besides starting an open fight in the city with my character to be against.
Okay.
So, Yeah, this is maybe one of the few times my character would go with the stupid plan because it is a way of avoiding an open fight in the middle of the street.
I'd like an intelligence roll from, now that you're closer and you're actually kind of going through and you can get a good look at these guys. An intelligence roll from Ro, Armoros, and Nikos.
Any specific intelligence or
Does
just
that
generic
include Keegan?
intelligence?
Generic intelligence.
I'll assume it does. Question mark?
I'm sorry, what?
I assume that would include Keegan.
That's it. Do the beasties
no,
apply?
well, not in this case.
Figure out to ask because Keegan's technically not a beast, technically a companion.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fine.
Keegan isn't caring to give it much passive thought at the moment, which is why Keegan's not getting rolled. Nice deception.
I have expertise in it.
Oh, nice. Nico 17, yours is 12. That makes sense for Ro.
It's like,
Oh, shoot, okay.
it's like, John, remind me to tell you how we fucked up that lady's shop later. And it was hilarious.
Apparently, the cleric knows something's up. I rolled a 19.
You see the boss, the weird, tiger boss man come through here where you kind of need to report back.
Oh. 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 Okay, then.
What? Did I miss something?
Okay.
Look at the nameplate.
And this person.
Ramos, Nikos, Mog. What?
Okay.
Oh, you don't see them.
It should be visible. It should
Oh,
be
you mean on the
visible to
map?
everyone, yeah. Armoros, you recognize the person closer to the.
Oh fuck! There was a John.
You recognize this guy as Johnson Tane.
Do I get bonus to my deception for the fact there actually was apparently a John?
Since this roll has been made, I will actually give you advantage on the roll.
I already had advantage. That's because they were in theory assisting me.
Oh, well then, never mind me.
Like a flat plus 30. Just make it a flat 30.
So, real quick question. How far behind them am I taking the time to find a quiet place to open that note?
And then I'd say a minute and a half.
Okay.
So if this actually works.
If he jogs, he should be able to catch up just as we're either fighting or bluffing our way through the guards.
True.
Don't worry. I got you. I can help you with deception.
I can't be helped any more than I already was.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You put their name and then a comma for their affiliation, correct?
Yes. Amherst, you recognize Johnson over there as a Ember for I believe Solemn was a Mundus? No, Mundus was air.
No, Kaylee's air.
Kaylee's air? Okay, so
Mundus is Earth.
yeah, okay, so Mundus. You've more seen the person like in a very casual sense, like you saw them at the academy on like a few athletic awards, at academy functions, things like that.
They weren't disgraced or anything. Let me put it that way.
What? Disgraced? Johnson isn't disgraced.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no bad repute with them being Embers.
No.
They dropped out or they were kicked out or anything like that.
No, not from Johnson anyway. Nikos. You recognize Colin, which is the woman to the south there, as a rival to one of your, if I remember correctly, your background is also that of the Ignis Academy. Yep. I remember she was on the quote unquote rival team during a few training runs, just because Ignis wanted to show that not every other Ember in the world is necessarily going to be an ally. So she was on the opposing team that was playing the role of the bad guys for the purposes of the training session.
And now she is the bad guy.
Well, we don't know that. This could be a sting, and we're accidentally running in on it.
Not running.
Undercover for 8 years.
Walking in with swagger.
I will make an effort to tell Ro at some point. Somehow. Secretly.
In the fullness of time. Okay.
The next, hey, can we have a conversation? Where he just interrupts the time to have that personal conversation, a la Mass Effect. It'd be in the middle of combat. We just have this conversation.
Unfortunately for you, Elfmart, nat 20s don't mean shit on skill checks.
That looks so impressive too.
Nat 20 with a wisdom of 1. That's kind of sad.
Oh wow, okay, roll the exact same thing even though you got advantage. Gotcha. See how it is. Okay.
You know, I can blame a +2 for wisdom. That makes more sense.
+1's, still above average.
You'll be able to get to Johnson in terms of like forward momentum. Your group can get behind if you'd like.
Also, fuck that guy in the smart car.
Really? A smart car? Like, just fuck that.
I mean, you see it right there on the map.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, fuck whoever drives a smart car.
Fucking golf cart.
Johnson will speak up. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey. Listen, there's some dangerous things in this meatpacking plant here. So are you new? Because if you are, I've been told not to, just let anyone in.
Not sure what you mean by dangerous, but no, not new. Totally been here for a while. I mean, see, I got this thing here that says I work here. Holds up the PZ.
Oh, you took one of the. Oh.
Yeah.
Insight, just to make sure I'm not fucking up a sting or something. And
you're getting. Wait, okay. That's right. It took me a moment to remember your Cassandra fucking came.
Yeah.
He is on contract.
So
he's on contract. As far as you can tell, from what he is aware, to basically exactly what he's doing to.
He's a security guard.
He's essentially a security guard, and according to their employer, there are unspecified dangerous things in here. And that there is some form of defense on the interior to keep whatever is inside, while his job, and presumably the rest of these people's job, are to keep people from the outside from coming in.
Okay. So these are...
So he's an ignorant accomplice.
Yeah, they're on the up and up in theory.
You are also under the distinct impression that for a moment, there was disdain towards you, Ro, until he rationalized it as maybe it just looks like the person I'm thinking of.
And then recognizing you as the emperor that he currently doesn't like.
So yeah, okay, hold. didn't realize you were with the employer. Yeah, you can go on in.
Thank you very much. Tips his hat and just keeps on walking before this guy wises up.
I want to stay right.
Okay.
Well, that's gonna leave me on the outside, but
Well, we determined you were less than a minute, minute and a half away.
He was a minute and a half
So
away.
in theory, if you jogged, you could have caught up to us by the time we got by this guy.
You said you were going to dash, so that was
So yeah.
the minimum of jogging.
So in theory, you've caught up.
Though the question is, do you want to just fall in line with whatever current? You recognize whatever this is. You've seen this kind of thing before. The look like you work here kind of thing. You've seen people try this before. So,
but I carried it off so smoothly.
So when you get on the scene, you can identify the ploy that they're doing. Are you wanting to kind of line in with that, or do your own thing? The guards around, considering your yeah, you wouldn't get a roll. You don't because of your background. There are clearly guards around. One's being a dick and being on top of a box truck.
This could be a sting operation.
You don't know that they're hitters.
I just see a whole bunch of guards around, and I'm like, that's a lot of guards for a meatpacking plant.
Yeah.
Is there any
Well, they have to handle all that meat somehow.
Is there any, like, windows or anything up high that likely wouldn't be guarded?
Considering. Yep. There is a second floor. There are some windows. They look blacked out. But yeah, there are some windows. The only guarding that's going on are the guards on the ground level, kind of looking around and being aware of their environment. So if you wanted to say fly up there, you'd need a stealth roll, but that is certainly an option.
Well, I already had rolled a roll, so I will put my stealth modifier on that.
Why is the bunny meowing?
Because technically, the bunny is a feline species.
Oh. Was not aware of that.
Specifically, the bunny is a.
I remember you just saying storm bunny.
No, that storm rabbit was the other version. I changed it. It's now a tree sim.
Oh. I would care slightly less about it being a trap then. I would still care, but it's not an adorable bunny.
No, I mean the image is still the same. It still looks the same.
Oh.
But the species I changed before we did session 1.
You can move your.
Okay, I'll still care then.
You can move your pog to any piece of the wall that you'd like.
Go in that area.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Are the windows easily opened, or?
When you go to kind of unlatch a window, it feels stuck as if it's been glued or caulked shut.
Did you bring thieves' tools? Do you know how to use thieves' tools?
Yes and yes. Pretty sure I've got thieves' tools. Where are they? Did I bring thieves' tools?
You gotta check your proficiencies, and then you gotta check your inventory.
Johnson will gesture towards the doorway to the building. Do you and your team need any hands in there, sir?
Out of character moment. Do I want to, secretly bring in reinforcements so that when we expose these guys, we'll have backup? Or do I want to do what players normally do and hog all the glory for ourselves?
I'm sorry, but you're the hero character.
Well, see, that's the thing. Hero character could do either.
That's true.
Is there a role?
But you're also not the most forward-thinking hero character. you're the direct action.
Well, that's the thing. Both are direct action. It's like, do I bring the SWAT team or do I?
David, is there a role to break in through the window with the thieves' tools?
Yes. It'll be a dexterity-based roll.
I would. You know what? Just because my character would also say this, that there is something going on here.
Yeah.
My character would actually report it to some extent. So probably to a passing guard quietly. So I would say actually go with option 2 of bringing the reinforcements.
Which is what my D20 just told me to do. It was like, yeah, I think there's gonna be some heavy lifting inside, so yeah, you just want to bring everybody in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my character would report this.
Then we get reinforcements.
Exactly. It's like I either brought reinforcements or I brought extra XP.
Or both.
Okay. Colin, June, you go help our fine associates here. They'll both look from their positions to you guys. Sure. Colin will go over. June will make her way over as well. But she'll be eyeing Keegan.
Matt, do you remember to add proficiency?
No. Did I add proficiency? No, I did not.
That's like, if you got a nat 20, unless your dex is shit. Yeah.
What's proficiency in this?
At
Five?
art?
Your level, it's 3.
Yeah. So it'd be actually 26.
Oh, awesome. You're able to use your tools, kind of jimmy get it. Go and remove some of the material that's causing it to stay in place. You'll be able to open it. Is your plan to slip inside once you've opened it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get back to you in a moment. And you're saying these guys lead you inside?
Yep. As we're walking, I'll lean over. It's like to Amaros. Like, Reverend, does your dragon happen to be able to track by scent? Because I feel like we're going to be dealing with a secret door, and if our tiger buddy came through here and is still bleeding, sniffing the way to the door might be helpful. Especially if we're trying to keep up with this, we work here a bit.
Oh shit. Oops.
I don't see why he can't.
There we go. You're in there.
That's like tracking is a survival roll. It should tell you if he tracks by scent, because then he'll get advantage.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
Okay.
Is everyone else on the same map I'm on, or am I on a different map?
You're on the same map. You're 2 rooms above us.
Yep. You guys. Well, it looks like a meat plant
I'm
on.
relatively good at finding
That
things.
was a question to David, because
You're in a different section of the same map. Yes. What you see when you go in is clearly not a meat packing area, but beneath you is a rail that seems to go underground. There is a train currently settled on the track. It's not moving at the moment.
it's dark.
There's light from the interior lights of the train.
Okay. So, like, anyone looking for me is gonna have a hard time seeing me, because I can sort of shield the whiteness of myself with my wings.
And in addition, because it's coming from the train itself, it's dim light, and you're in the air. So someone would have a hard time looking for you unless they happen to look up.
Let's see.
Is this a sealed area or a windowed area? Can we see the train from here, or do we have to?
The black lines are completely walls.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a walled cafeteria area or not.
Yeah.
In which case, gonna pick a direction like I own the place. Right, adventurers always go right, apparently. I was left.
And I would be doing the casual find the hidden door.
Oh. Can I see it from there? That's 30 feet.
Okay.
Technically, I can move 30 feet.
Oh, that's where you're moving off to. Armorous, are you following him, or are you going to be doing your own thing?
I'd be sticking with him.
Okay. You guys will notice that when you enter, and this applies to you as well, Thomas, that you are not smelling anything in the way of meat that the name Meat & Co. would imply. The entire interior design is of a entirely different aesthetic than the exterior. In your case, Thomas, you see the freaking train first, so yeah, unless they're shipping meat far and wide, definitely not what one would expect for a meat company. For those in the kitchen area, it doesn't need a kitchen, so there is, the scent of food and stuff laid, not laid about, but, accessible. Nikos, you will notice that June and Cullen look a little kind of confused. June will just gonna pipe up. Oh yeah, this looks like a meat plant, all right.
I know,
Smell
right?
all the butchery.
Oh, if they actually make that comment, I'm just gonna look at Ro. You feel like telling them yet?
I know, right? It's such an amazing front we put up, convincing everyone that this is totally a meatpacking plant and not totally an underground hub for our evil racketeering scheme. Mwaha, ha ha ha. Ha.
Yeah.
It's totally legal.
Everything is totally legal and up front. Because the cleric of Bahamut.
Mustache twirl.
Sam will follow. Nikos, are you doing anything in particular?
I'd also address them.
Second figure is. So,
Go ahead.
actually, did Ro actually say that? Or
Yes,
no?
and he was
Yes.
totally dripping with sarcasm.
And I would also address them as, yes, Embers, this is totally not a front.
He also twirled his invisible mustache.
But yeah, Armos addresses them as Embers and adds to the sarcasm. Ro just drops sarcasm everywhere.
Ghost will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a wall.
Kind of like. Well, I mean, is that a level down from there?
No,
Or is that just a straight wall?
Yeah, the black line is a wall, so
Never mind.
Yeah.
Like it's.
So
Merge or something? I guess follow them.
We're all moving this way.
Well, actually, but first I'm like, let them like, what are you waiting for? Come on.
So yeah, we're gonna get on this train down here and go to the evil villain's lair and smite some evil today. You can either stick around and join us in smiting said evil, or you can continue collecting a paycheck from the scumbags that run the place and just stand around outside. I'm good either way.
Cullen will kind of comment. You say that, but some of you look a little beat up. What were you up to before Johnson let you in here?
Stopping said people that run this facility from shaking down a weapon shop owner because
They release monsters in this basement.
yeah.
But aren't you with these guys?
No. He'll drop put the PZ thing and hold up his Ember license.
Armos will do the
Ooh.
same thing.
I'm under contract to stop these guys, so
And you're also looking for
if
that the guy that
possible,
made
like
us to
Nico
stop the
will.
monster attacks.
Is this the first time that all three of you have admitted being embers yourselves to each other?
I've
Actually, mine is a bit unique.
I'd say Rose made no secret about it, and Ro and Amaros know each other, so.
And Armros didn't really hit it either. He just made it more obvious that he's a cleric of Bahamut.
And as for Nikos, he'll, if possible, walk over and Colin, kind of put an arm on her shoulder, like, yeah, good to see you, Colin.
Also, as I recall, Nikos is a dropout, so he doesn't actually have the license anyway.
He's just a former Ember.
Oh, it's you.
And he'll bring up like an old, like, I imagine they had gotten into a fight at some point during the skirmish, so
Yeah.
something like that.
Did we lose him for a second?
He's been cutting in and out, yeah.
Greg.
Sorry, internet is very crappy. Hello.
We hear you for the moment.
From what I did hear, you're saying you're basically leaning down over her, saying, "Hi, I remember fighting you." Is that correct, Greg?
Pretty much.
I'm not able to exude your acting ability.
While they're doing various things, Thomas, what are you wanting to do since you're in a slightly different area? Since you're in a definitely a different area. The ceiling is 25 foot.
I'm gonna fly down by the train and get a closer look inside to see if there's people inside.
Okay.
Nothing like there. Sort of peeking.
Cool. Okay, glancing or looking inside. Nope, that's the wrong folder. You will.
Why is there a black arrow? Who's the black arrow?
I have no idea. Nobody's black on their character selection.
That is mildly creepy.
Well, obviously it's Eric. He's the one laughing sinisterly.
It is me. I don't know why it's black. That's why I was doing it, because it's like, why is this black?
I say, yeah, because you didn't used to be able to change the color of your thing like that.
Yeah, you can.
Check 1, 2.
We hear you for the moment.
Yep.
As you can see, I'm changing it every single time.
Since you are looking, kind of glancing through here, there's no one in the front car. However, if you don't mind me moving you,
There's 3 Vernon Roaches in the back car.
you do notice a group of people in the back car.
The blue stripes.
For Temeria!
Already done. I'm going to. Is there doors connecting the 2 cars?
Yeah. There's the connection point between 2 cars, and there'll be some doors. There's also doors on your side, your side of the train car is closed. You can see through the window.
Is there a bar in the front car?
Like a mini bar, like an actual bar.
A mini bar, yeah. Mini bar might have alcohol.
No, you're not seeing anything in the way of a mini bar. It's more places to sit or places to like store things. It looks like it's meant for short-term transit.
What a pity. These people are not doing villainy right.
Or they're just being pragmatic.
No, they're not doing villainy right.
You are able to see a unusual amount of illumination here and here. as if there was something as if there's something
Obviously,
bright behind the
bomber's
column.
downstairs.
I'm going to fly up, sort of, and sit on top of this car,
Okay.
crouching so I can see what's over there.
Fly through. Okay. Due to the yeah, you can, if you shift over to the left some, you'll have a good vantage point.
Yeah.
You will see a cage. Inside the cage is one of these.
I don't actually know what it is, but it looks amazing.
That's a Final Fantasy monster called a bomb.
I was gonna say, it looks like someone set fire to a chain shop.
There's a door.
Wait, it's called a bomb?
They're called a bomb.
Yep, they're called bombs.
Let me guess, they explode on death or decide to explode?
They last a certain number of turns and then decide to explode. Yeah.
Oh, this one already exists, so that's a ticking timer, I suppose.
Hmm. Interesting. What makes them explode? Do I know? Knowledge check.
Yeah, you'll need to make a knowledge and nature check.
11.
You don't know.
Does he even know they explode?
You know they're fire, and you know that you would think that the cage they're in would not be able to stop them from getting out of it, but you're seeing it looking a little perturbed and not able to leave the cage.
That came about after the fall. Do I know that?
That require a history roll.
Do I get a bonus on this? For age?
I do believe you have a. Don't you have an eidetic memory?
No, it's Sierra.
Oh, Sierra. Okay.
I do have eidetic memory. Yes.
Okay. I'll give you advantage on the roll then, because you have ultra good memory.
Thank God. On the board, please. Alrighty. Much better. 19.
Oh, okay. Um, you've you've seen them about before in your past, but no kind of serious study on them. Obviously, they're fire, and thus they can burn things.
I was specifically trying to recall if they came about before or after.
They were around before.
Okay. That's all I care about. Continue on.
Okay.
They're fire, they burn stuff. It probably shouldn't be getting out of that cage. I'm just gonna stay up here. Sort of just sit on top of the sit up on top of the thing, sort of watching what's going on, listening.
Okay. You'll hear from one of the people below. Ugh. I think that's the last of them. Can someone double check the list? You'll hear some mumbling. Yeah, that's all 6 of them. We'll need to make sure we Is, is our guy set? Another person will speak up. Speak up. I'm not in charge of getting them to their locations. The third guy in back will say, "No, that's me. Yeah, I have it arranged. They should be reaching their points around the Den of Sin around midnight. As soon as we get um, these embers changed out. But that I don't handle though, so don't ask me about that. The first guy, the one that your pog's kind of being overlapped by. We'll go. Well, as long as no one comes in here, we should be good. I'll get the checklist ready to uh, move the train back for some more. Can you guys get those meat sound effects up for when I'm ready? The guy in the middle will be like, yeah, let me just get to the sound system. Let me know when you need me to turn it on.
Do I hear the stepping?
You will hear the stepping of the guy, and then the sound of the door being opened as he goes across the cars.
I'm going to follow via flight, just so that there's not the sound of my stepping.
Oh, nice. You good?
Oh, there's windows. I think we would have seen them at this point.
There's windows on the interior.
On the train car.
Yeah, though he's up top.
The person inside the train.
The person.
No,
Quite
if
possibly, yeah.
they see me, you'd have to beat my stealth.
Yeah.
What was your stealth?
21.
Cool. I'm at a +5 and I'm actively looking. So.
I was about to say,
18 + 5. So probably.
I am not in the room yet, so I don't.
Actually, yeah, no, I roll a 21.
Yeah, 21.
So I believe I do.
think 22 for the bunny. I will tell you as soon as roll 20 lets me reconnect.
Since he's been doing some spying and such, you guys can take another move about.
Towards the train.
June is gonna move over here. Colin will be staying with Nikos for the moment, unless you guys are kind of keeping a pace behind.
Hold person prevents you from talking as well, right?
I don't think so.
I believe I wrote it actually, the entire effect of it.
I think that's just the old version. Actually, I don't even think the old version prevented talking.
Well, I mean, you guys aren't exactly being stealthy, so I probably could see you guys coming up.
Oh, you probably heard us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we were talking.
Colin will be walking and keeping. Yep, and kind of keeping the conversation going. She sounds a bit concerned about the idea of your arm. since
Understandable.
It says they are paralyzed.
Yeah, paralyzed does not prevent speech.
Okay.
Ironically, I think that's stunned.
Yeah, yeah. Stunned is your talk comes out as like freaking like the wind's been knocked out of you kind of speech.
Mm, debating on if I would be there or where Keegan's at. Keegan would be where Armorous is at.
Okay, yeah, 22 for perception on the bunny.
Okay.
Because she's actively perceiving, whereas I was just passively perceiving.
Okay.
Yeah, I was also actively perceiving.
That. Okay.
Disarmament.
She'll she'll give you a light punch to your arm. Oh, such a wordsmith you are.
Mm. But yes, we do. But yes, we need to focus on the task at hand, meaning bashing some heads.
In terms of the windows on the train, yeah, considering people's perspectives, they will see this person walking through, and for those who rolled high enough, um, they will. How high? How high is Thomas flying? Is he just hovering along the top, or do you actually have some
Oh
altitude?
yeah, yeah. I'm just hovering right over the top.
Okay.
I only like float. I'm not even flying like still. I just flew long enough to get so that there wasn't like sounds of steps.
Okay. In which case, then yeah, Amorous, you also see part of Thomas because he's partially obscured by the train itself.
Cool. I'm going to make sure that I point out the person in the train the row.
This is also the first time that you've seen Thomas's wings.
That's right, because
That's
you
what I'm
never
worried
had your
about
angry
right now.
blowout. Right.
This is Thomas has his wings out, so I don't know if you'd recognize him because he's using his wings to shield his body.
Okay.
I did beat your stealth. And you were using your wings to hide your body.
That's where it gets a little nuanced.
Either way, there's someone sneaking on a train in a place where people shouldn't be at.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume the person who's not with us is you. And that's probably you. I am going to play the safe bet of that. And if it's not, well, you're just going to be on the bad side of a cleric.
Are you literally like pointing in his direction, or are you going like, "Hey, Ro, the window," or something like that?
I'm basically subtly pointing out a direction by saying a time and basically a nondescript way of saying that there's a person in the train. Without making it obvious. Not that we're hiding. I don't need to be waving around my plate-mailed arm to make it even more obvious. Especially if the guy hasn't noticed us yet for some reason.
No, I've definitely noticed you, but I'm
not
trying
talking
to
about
what...
you. I'm talking about...
I'm trying to hear what the guy in the train is doing, so...
The guy's continuing the walk. He hasn't seemed
he's
to...
Still, so I guess I am still flying. I didn't really... I thought he had stopped.
He had for a few moments, but I presume you'll... Will you fly... I take it you'll fly again if he starts moving again?
Is that where the control terminal is?
Yeah, assuming that these people are... Assuming that I can tell that these are the friendlies. Assuming... Well, I mean, yeah.
You have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that... I recognize you guys, but you'll have a whole bunch of people with you.
So...
Well, there's Sam and there's two
Oh,
other
yeah,
people.
Sam, but I forgot Sam.
So here's my question, though.
Yep.
Is he going towards a control console?
Since it looks like the front of the train, yeah, it looks like you would be able to presume that he's going towards the conductor's area.
Hey, Ro, it looks like the train's about to go. Do you want me to prevent them from doing that and possibly cause a fight?
Or we could just get on it.
June will speak up. Well, they had to have been here for a reason, either onloading or offloading something.
Well, if the train's about to leave. Well, tell you what, the train's about to leave. What we want is probably on the other end of the line. Now that you guys know what's going on, you could check out what's going on this end.
And get your other buddies that are members to be aware of what's going on.
Or I suppose we could do it and just can't handle both ends, but...
But, notoriety with the city will make things better for you guys if you did more than just sit here.
Either way, we must deal with it immediately. Either get on the train or don't. That's the point.
I say we get on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we want is going to be on the other side of this train, most likely. And if not, we can literally take the train back.
Colin will sigh. I don't even know how June is
That is not what I meant to tap. Sorry.
prepared
Ignore
for
that.
this.
Okay, then.
Well, it was good seeing you, Nikos. Sorry about the arm.
I don't. Not your fault. Things will affect each other. Give it a good half hour.
Okay. She'll go up. Come on, June. We can see what's going on here, and talk with Johnson about contract integrity after this.
Have fun doing the right thing.
Do you like say it loudly like that?
Loud enough to be heard by them as he's getting on the train.
I'd be getting on with Keegan going towards the person at the control console.
Did I hear anything that the person at the control console was doing?
Considering they're more talking to themselves at the moment versus their comrades, you'll need a perception roll to hear them. Beyond the fact that there's mumbling.
Actually, bro, do you want to apprehend him immediately or let him control the train for a while?
I mean, I know how to run a train.
Land vehicle.
Yeah, I have proficiency in land vehicles. I know how to work a train.
17 for perception.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, your superior ears are able to hear and understand his self-talk. He's going through a checklist of things. And is mentioned like it's like, okay, that's good. Let's slowly tap into the Magisite here. Okay. Okay, good. The tracks are still good.
Okay.
Okay.
About this point, hearing that it sounds like he's starting up the train, I'm gonna float down to the door, which I assume everyone else just entered.
There's a door north and south.
Okay, I'll float down to the north door and sort of swing into the train.
Okay. In terms of everyone else, where in the train are you guys getting on? Thomas is clearly getting on that part.
Just whatever door's right there in front of us.
Okay. Thomas will, Sam will go over here.
Indeed.
Ro, if you want to move yourself.
I can't really.
Oh, Greg, can you not move yourself?
Well, I can, but I can't do the Q thing.
Okay.
Thomas's hands are on his pistol, and he's just gonna push past you guys, walking silently up behind the guy.
Ian and cameras are already going that way too.
Okay. Armors, it looks like Thomas is a man with a mission. And the passageway, as you can see, is not exactly meant for more than one person. So, who wants to take up the point? And if there's a contestment to this, I would just say either athletics or acrobatics. Choose whichever one you'd like versus each other.
And at this point, everyone can now see that Thomas has wings. In fact, if David would be so kind as to change my pog to the one with the wings.
Certainly. Oh, what?
Right, I have that option, right?
You did. I don't know why it's not giving me the freaking.
It's fine. It's not
But I'd be going. I would quietly suggest letting the person with close combat experience be in front because you have a gun. I don't care if you shoot me.
Did you say that to me?
But both of you
I
are.
would make an effort to point out sword in a small confined space.
If you say anything to him as he's walking past you, his wing is gonna fly up and almost shush you.
Okay, so unless you actually try to stop him, he would basically try to push his way in front of you.
I won't stop him for now.
Okay.
But did the train start?
It hasn't quite started yet. At the moment, the conductor, which is being mostly obscured by Thomas at the moment, Thomas, you'll see that he's going towards the PA mic for the train.
Well, I am going to. Okay. I guess I have multiple limbs, don't I? Because I've got wings.
You have 2 arms, 2 wings, and 2 legs. A
I
head.
know. So
A second head, technically.
No.
Those are all technically limbs.
using one of my wings, I am going to pull him into basically almost a grapple of sorts. Press the gun in his back. Using my other hand, attempt to disarm him.
Okay, let me quickly take a gander. Since you're close and you can actually see him, you see that he has a short sword and a hand crossbow.
I'm not going to be able to use the hand crossbow, so I'm going for the sword.
Okay. As he was going through a checklist, he did not have it unsheathed. It was still in the scabbard.
Well, I'm gonna draw it.
Okay, you're gonna.
Like, I'm disarming him.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. Okay. He he freezes up. I, I swear, Tyler, if it's you,
Tyler has wings. He's got a wing raptor engine.
ugh. His mind's focused on the firearm feeling in his back.
That's fair. That's fair. No, not Tyler, I'm afraid. You mentioned a point of interest a couple of seconds ago that caught my attention. I do apologize for the rudeness, but I figured we might have a little chat about the plans for midnight at the Den of Sin.
What concern is that of yours?
If I have I successfully disarmed the
Um,
sword?
yeah, you'll be able to take the sword because he was completely unprepared for this.
Will I be able to disarm the crossbow?
Since he's actually aware of the situation, that would require a roll.
I'll just casually take the sword so it's easier
Um,
for Thomas.
are you gonna relinquish the sword to him? To Armoros?
The further distance away he is from the weapon, the less likely he can get it from you.
Oh, yeah. I'm giving this. I'm tossing the sword on the ground and sort of kicking it away.
I would catch it so it doesn't make a noise.
Dexterity roll to catch it before it hits the ground.
What is my dex? Let's find out. Gotta get this sheet. Oh, that's right. I only have a 12 in this. Let's see. I rolled a flat 20.
In this particular case, Thomas, we're talking about an acrobatics roll. Because of the dexterity involved. Yeah, you're able to catch the weapon. Is the rest of the party wanting to do anything while this is going on?
I'm watching for the moment, waiting to see where this is going.
That's the same thing I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep this from getting loud.
You're trying to keep it from getting loud. I'm trying to keep it from getting messy.
I kind of.
I can fix messy.
I said what I was going to do in chat, but hello.
Oh, point revolver down southern part train. Okay. The southern part of the train. The doors are closed between the train cars. Just so you're aware.
Yep,
But-
just prep.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Yeah. What was the acrobatics roll to kind of undo the and get the hand crossbow?
I love this dice. I love rolling my regular dice. 22.
Oh. Pfft.
Please tell me he did not beat me.
He rolled a
He definitely did
3.
not beat you. He rolled a 1 on the dice.
You just you disarm his other weapon. You get his hand crossbow.
And I'm going to sort of pass that back to Avros, because I assume now I realize Avros is standing behind me. I mean, I realized it before, but I just kind of didn't care. What interest of that is mine? I happen to, let's say, be very close friends with the owner.
Okay. Well, 100 gil right now says you walk away and saw nothing.
No.
That usually works.
Yeah. I'm a bit more invested than 100 gil. I'm going to push the gun harder into his back.
Intimidation roll, please.
Watch this be the thing I roll.
So
Shit.
I would like to assist with this by pointing out, somewhat quietly, I'd rather this not be messy, but death is only temporary at this time.
16.
Okay, due to the rather threatening thing that Armor said, you get advantage with this.
Death is not. Death is not permanent. Pain is.
24.
Okay. You're really involved in this, and I see you're really invested with my back right now. Gotcha. And whatever this cosplay thing is you have going on, he's now noting the wing.
The cosplay.
Okay. Um. Just told to
Can I bring the wing tighter, like around his neck when he says cosplay?
Well, there's not you're not a gargoyle. You don't have that clasp or anything on it. I mean, you could put pressure on his body.
Yeah, I'm just saying, put like more pressure on his neck so that he can feel like this is not cosplay.
It's, okay. Well, we have these bombs. You see the fiery ones, not the exploding ones. And we're supposed to get a guy to surreptitiously put them around the den of sin. We're just supposed to put it in renovations for a little bit.
No worries. I have the perfect guy for you. Me. I'll take care of it. Deception.
You if you were a part of this already, you wouldn't have the firearm at my back.
I'll take care of it.
The speaker in the front car will go off. Hey, you ready up there? We were on a little bit of a timetable here.
Sounds like you're on a timetable. Have you already hired the person to place these bombs?
Yeah, yeah, they're supposed to come around 7.
What time is it now? It's to the DM, not to.
That is something I would be interested in.
It is 6:30.
Oh, guess we're not going anywhere. You might want to tell them that there's been a delay. But you don't want them to worry, just tell them you're troubleshooting something. They will be on their way shortly.
He'll reach for the mic. Yeah, guys. If you'd like, you can start up the sound effects to lull people into false insecurity. I'm just having to redo a gauge here. Just want to make sure that the magicite flow is steady and not going to mess up on us. Ooh, he rolled pretty good.
At this point, I'm going to nod over my shoulder and hold up a 2 to Averos, sort of indicating that there are 2 more in the rear car. And point.
I will point this out to the people that are on that side of the train.
I have no idea that you guys are planning on taking the train, but
We weren't very quiet about that.
What?
We were saying it as we got on the train.
But yeah, but I was a little bit invested in, I wasn't paying attention. I was more invested in the fact that these people had plans for my building, and now have indicated that they want to blow up my building. So
These aren't the bombs that blow up. He
I
said
know
that.
they're. Yeah, he said that they want to put it in renovations, and I really don't want to pay for renovations.
Well, the next thing I do want to point out is the people that were doing this kind of thing, if there isn't more than just two of them, are A, severely injured, and B, currently in prison. As a reminder of these first two people we ran into that were wares. But yeah, I would still point out that there's two people in the other train car to row.
Sam will speak lowly. Well, if we aren't going yet, I could crawl along the northern side and try to, pincer them. I'm on one side and you guys are on the other.
I don't. About this point, I'm going to whisper in the guy's ear and say, "Let's walk away from this for a second. I need to turn around and face everyone." And so I'm gonna turn the guy around so that he's facing. If we can just swap.
Okay, okay, that's okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to look over his shoulder towards Ro and the rest of the party and be like, "It's very nice of you guys to join me."
Sounds of a meatpacking plant will fill your ears as essentially a recording of a meatpacking plant is piped through various speakers.
Technically, you joined us. You're the one who fell behind.
Well, I was already in here on the train when you guys sort of got to the train.
We stepped in the door at the same time, bro.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked into the same door at the same time.
He didn't use the door.
Oh. Well, I was literally on top of the train.
No, I was talking about when you went into the train, I stepped into the train at the same time.
Yeah,
that's the part I was talking about.
Anyway,
you're trying to.
I'm gonna poke the gun a little harder into his back.
This isn't endearing, you know.
This lovely gentleman here has said that they plan to place bombs at the Den of Sin.
Yeah, that one was on the list.
You already knew about the list?
Yeah.
How do you know about the list?
It's in my pocket. Safe list.
Oh.
Oh, well, this isn't good for me.
Now you know who you're dealing with.
No, really, I don't.
Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Thomas Blaine DeRoe.
Wait, what?
You plan to blow up my establishment.
Oh, crap.
Oh, and by the way, there's a whole bunch of embers in front of you.
They actually plan to blow up several establishments. That's why we're on the train, to get to the place where they're based so we can stop them.
Yes, however, they plan to blow up my establishment tonight and be meeting the guy who's going to be taking the bombs at 7.
They're pretty sure they're planning to blow up multiple establishments tonight. The list has several places on it.
Are they all planning to be blown up tonight? I'm going to poke the guy with the bat further in the back.
We have 2 other embers also dealing with the rest of the place.
Not tonight. Arson is, less suspicious than frequent monster attacks. No, and your place is kind of large. need lots of fire for that one.
Oh, okay. So that you're only planning on blowing up my place tonight.
Tonight, yeah. That's what I was told.
Alrighty. So then, no other areas are in danger tonight, right this second. So we're not, in theory, doing any damage by delaying this train a little bit. And ensuring that these bombs do not make it to their intended destination.
Aside from making the people on the other end of the line suspicious with how long this is taking.
And there's 2 other Embers that are dealing with bombs that are apparently in the station.
Well, again, that's requiring me to trust in something that's not myself. Not really my thing. I do apologize.
So you're thinking with heart and not your head. We need to get going.
Embers aren't embers. Embers are not just embers for no good reason.
Never had much use for them myself.
You've never had much use for preventing, demons and shit falling from the sky and destroying your house?
Which is currently what they're trying to do.
The mic comes on again. How's that gauge looking? You're next to the mic now, Thomas.
Would you guys go take care of the people at the back? We're gonna have to take care of them anyway, right?
That's on how long we plan standing around talking.
Okay. So you guys are perfectly chill with them. If you guys 100% trust these embers to ensure that my building does not get burnt down.
I 100% trust people trained to prevent monsters from doing such things, to do such things, yes.
These are not monsters we're dealing with people.
The people are using monsters to do the destruction. We saw that at the last house, or the last shop.
And Rose saw that at the previous shop that happened to before we intervened on
Yes.
the second.
And said embers are literally about 45 feet away from us, in theory working on that right this minute.
Okay, well, if you're not going to pick up the mic, I'm just going to see what's taking it so long.
If you don't trust them, you could literally just get off the train, walk 45 feet to the other end of the platform, and resolve the problem.
Okay, I will be right back. He's going to push the guy into Amaros.
Okay.
I'll restrain him.
Okay, I'll need a athletics roll from you if you're wanting to restrain him. Really? You don't have... Oh, come on, dude. Nikos, you will hear the second car door open and see a shifting of light indicating that someone is in front of the door that you're kind of next to.
Oh, wrong name, but still the same role.
Okay. So the door open.
You're hearing the sounds of the door on your side beginning to open.
As we all turn to look at whoever this poor smuck is about.
If it's just a matter of
I'd
you...
like to point my gun.
Say what?
If possible.
I think you would have been more than prepared for
Yeah,
that.
you were, yeah, so are you wanting to, like, preemptively do something, or are you just raising your gun?
Just, like, putting it to his head. I wouldn't say anything if I were you. step lively, please. Moving on.
Okay. And off the train. 'Cause
Okay. Is that the direction you wanted to head into?
I can't even see what happened to my pog.
Oh.
Your pog went to the map west.
Okay. I probably would fly off in the direction of where I saw the fiery things.
Okay. Are you wanting to be north of the train to do this, or go through the building proper?
Go through the building proper.
Okay, there's 30 movement from you. Are you running or using normal speed?
Normal speed via flight to
Okay.
Avoid footfalls.
Okay, Nicholas, if you can, I'll need an intimidation roll on the dude.
Indeed. There it is. Okay.
La da 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 da.
When I do grab this guy, I would make sure to put him into a very tight chokehold against plate mail,
So okay.
so that it would be pretty easy for me to literally just go squeeze snap.
Okay. The person will freeze up in front of you. He goes, he'll then say, "Oh, well, I don't think you guys are on the payroll."
Sure we are. See this PZ icon?
Okay, well, this guy next to me is on the payroll. So, I think what I'll do is fade away. You, you Nikos, and you have chairs in the way. Ro, you'd need a perception roll to see this. Because you got chairs in the way.
Actual perception, not the passive.
Well, since you're looking right at him,
Yeah.
actually, either. Let me check your passive.
So you
17
would
is
be
passive.
looking that way as well.
Okay, you'll be able to.
I mean, I can roll. I just wasn't.
No, 17. You'll be able to see it. Amaros, you're not facing towards the conductor area.
I wasn't. Keegan wasn't.
Okay.
And conveniently enough, Keegan at point is a +0 perception roll.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for that perception roll and then I'll describe stuff. Yep. Okay, Keegan, Ro, and Nico as a freebie, because you're just right there, will see the person that you have the gun to slightly clench his fist. You will, Nico, since you're right next to him, will hear a slight crack, and everyone will see a little bit of crystalline dust come out from between his fingers as he poof disappears.
Well, poop. And now they know we're coming.
Yeah, I made a terrible move. Damn it, I made a bad move. Shit.
The person, um, the person you're holding, Ambrose, will kind of chuckle.
You can enjoy your laugh now, but try not to laugh too hard. I might accidentally snap your neck, because you're still in my grip.
Neat.
But like I said, I don't feel like killing you, because then I'll have to res you. And that doesn't fix the pain, by the way.
Okay. I move you a bit more, Thomas. You do have a better vantage point than you did before.
Just gonna snip around you here and sit in this chair here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would actively get out of the way.
You see that one bomb um, has been neutralized.
But he said a different type of bomb than these, yeah?
No, these are that.
Yeah, he meant these are called bombs. They're made of fire. Um, so they can cause things like the arson that he had mentioned.
But he said sick. They said before. I thought you said it was a different type. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was using the name of the monster. Sorry.
Some species of bombs are still going to be called bombs.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
Yeah.
A husky is a dog, while a Dachshund is a dog. You're going to call a dog a dog.
David, I'd just like to point out if that ninja icon means that guy's invisible, Bunny still sees him.
Oh shit. Yeah. Bunny sees him.
Oh, he did that kind of thing.
Bunny will just poke him in the head and point over to where the guy's standing. He's like, "Oh, apparently he didn't run away. He's just invisible. So, have fun. Stop it. Have fun."
Thomas will see them. They're both female.
They're both women. Yes. It looks like they have neutralized two of the fire bombs.
And I guess I will put the train in go.
And my mending rope to bind this one and completely disarm him.
And I guess Bunny will act as pointer dog so that if it wants to attack the invisible man, they can. If not, they'll at least know what direction he's in.
So you're making the train go.
Yeah, I'm making the train. I'm starting the train.
Okay. Yeah. Thomas, is there anything in particular that you were doing? And I did hear that you were binding him, Amorous.
After seeing that they are actually destroying the bombs, I'll tell them real quickly before the train departs. I'm gonna just say real quickly. I'm like, ladies, thank you for your service. Sort of tipping my hat. He's like, I know you don't know me from Adam, but there's going to be a guy coming to pick these things up in about 30 minutes or so. If you guys could do me a favor and just bring him to justice, and then come visit me at the Den of Sin, and I'll make sure you get well compensated. With a wink, there's not a where's charm?
It's persuasion.
Yeah, charm's persuasion.
Choo choo.
Sort of a 30 wink. Was that me? Or is that?
It said you rolled a persuasion of 10, so yeah, that had to be you.
Okay. Sort of a flirty wink, and then go and hop the train as it starts to chug away.
She'll give you a thumbs up and say, keeping people safe is what we like to do. Junhova will call over. Colin, who's that? He's cute.
Den of Sin, ladies. I'll take good care of both of you.
Um,
At the same time.
you said you were hopping back on the train as it was like starting. Okay,
Yeah, probably at the back door.
gotcha.
Because I'm imagining it rolling out.
Okay. Considering the situation, this is odd. I kind of like this.
We're doing a train fight.
Um,
It's become a train fight.
the exterior gets bathed in darkness. Say for the occasional light, the interior of the train lit through the magicite power, causing electricity to flow and such. um,
Oh yeah, initiative.
there's the definite sound of the train itself moving. You can actually hear outside just how fast the train is going. There is a little bit of a rocking of the train as it's moving across the tracks, occasionally making turns. What is the range of sight for?
60 feet.
Okay,
I
but
can put up a bubble if you want.
okay. Though, in this case, I mean, she can't see through walls, as I understand it.
No, she doesn't have X-ray vision, but
Okay.
if it's like a normal train, they tend to have windows in the doors.
Yeah, but if you look where you are, the you're the alcove you're in is walled. There's not the thin line indicating a window.
Okay.
Ro, do you want to put an initiative for yourself?
I thought I did.
I see a 0.
Oh wait, no, I can't do it. No.
Initiative.
And Rosara just goes on mine, so you can take her out of the.
Okay.
Just like the dragon goes on Eric's.
But the dragon has better initiative.
We've been doing it as companions and pets and stuff going the same.
know.
So you can take Rosara and Draco out.
What was your initiative, Thomas?
Mine is 14.16.
Oh, it's just sad initiative all around. This is. Poor Sam rolled a 0.
Sam is like, what the fuck is happening?
So I was like, huh?
No, Sam is going first, in fact.
Now.
Okay. With the train bobbing up and down. He'll get next to you, Nikos. Okay, so you looks like you have a firearm, and also, if I go ahead of you, you can shoot around me, right?
I can do it. You do a lot of that. I can do quite a bit.
Okay, good. He'll go through the open door, seemingly bump into the air. Wait, what? Oh, haha!
I warned you!
I warned you.
The bunny is still sitting on my shoulder pointing.
Okay.
This is exactly why I changed from the Storm Bunny.
Swing. There's a spark as it clips the ground, taking a little bit of seat cushion with it. I didn't feel like it got anything. Thomas, It is your move. Are you still hovering, or are you on foot?
Hmm.
Is there enough room in here to hover?
It would be rather uncomfortable to do so.
Yeah, I imagine that I swooped. I imagine that I swooped in, kind of grabbed on, hollered back at the girls, and then turned my head and looked around
Okay.
and saw the guy standing in front of me.
Yep. He seems surprised to see you.
Ah, is 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 this the train to Batty Town? I'm asking him.
Yeah. Um. Look, no, I'm afraid this is. I'm afraid this is the train of pain.
The train of pain. How
Oh no, it's the murder train.
How
Oh, this isn't going to be a murder train.
they correct you are. I'm going to draw my weapon, point it at him.
Huh.
Roll intimidate. And if you stand down now, maybe you can get off the next stop without dying.
Okay, make an intimidation roll.
17.
The awkward part is I think there's only one stop.
17. Okay.
Oh wait, he's using magic. I can technically use detect magic and see him.
Actually, Crawford has covered this.
That does not work.
You will say if you were to use it that way, you would sense that there is magic active in the area. Because I thought of the exact same thing, which is why I looked it up to see if there was already a rolling.
Okay, that is fair. But if I literally maintain it for a minute, I'd be able to see exactly where it's at.
Not according to Crawford.
Just according to the own rules, I can see the aura where the magic's at.
The game, yes, that tells you the area. The game creator has ruled that the detect magic does not penetrate invisibility.
I'm not saying I can see where he's at. I can see the 5 foot square he's in.
No, that's what he means. It wouldn't even give you that.
That being said, though,
This is why they have the see invisibility spell.
that being said,
But
though,
how would it say I know the area, but I can't know the area?
That would tell you you know it's in the room. Apparently, is what detect magic would do.
That doesn't make sense, given the own wording of detect magic says see exactly where it's at.
Welcome to D&D. It is nothing but contradictions.
I get that. My personal ruling, would be because I believe it says what was it
That said, if you want to stare at the same spot for 10 rounds, because that's a minute, maybe you get something.
I'm not arguing against it. I just find the wording of that weird because it's two very contradictory statements. They're not negating the penalty of disadvantage for swinging at someone who's invisible.
It's brought to you by the same person who said Eldritch Blast doesn't work on a wall because a wall is not a creature.
I know.
So a lot of spells cannot be used to blow down doors because doors are not creatures.
Or around. Hold on. Wait a second. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura on any visible creature or object.
Because they're not visible, it doesn't work.
Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to, the way I remembered it being worded.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're on my
Sorry.
time.
You're right.
My time.
You're right. We are on your time. Okay. His cockiness seems to outshine you with a gun in his face. Because there's an 18 right here.
Okay, you need to sign me up the initiative. For some reason, it didn't do the initiative right. I go up one tick. It's not a...
Oh yeah, I didn't do that for some reason.
That being said, it generally is an action to use a skill. But you still have a bonus action and movement left if you'd like.
Okay.
Is this a song I think it is? It is.
Ah, damn it. Alrighty.
Oh yeah, I don't have work tomorrow.
Can I see anyone coming behind him? I mean,
You see
Sam?
you see Sam. He had swung at something, but you can't see what it was that he swung at.
okay. Can I hold my bonus action to use Queen of Hearts burn card to give whoever comes in next um uh, advantage on their next attack as well as myself?
Because you had already used your action, you can't ready an action, which would be what holding is.
Yeah,
Okay.
bonus actions can't be held.
Okay, well then I will use burn a card to give myself advantage and Sam in this case because I can see that Sam is in the room, so he will have advantage on his next attack
Awesome.
as
Uh,
well as I will.
Are you like flourishing a card? Do you have like any kind of bit you do when you use this ability?
Um, yeah, because I'm pointing the gun at him, so I'm just gonna like I'm doing it with my hands right now, so I'm trying to get how to describe it. He's got the long sleeve sort of jacket on. Like out of the bottom sleeve, he's gonna pull out a card and like sort of stare at it and be like, "Huh," and sort of toss it over his shoulder. He was using his hand to steady the hand that he's shooting with, and like he was just using two fingers to steady, and like with those two fingers, he pulled the card out of his sleeve.
Nice. Nice sleight of hand there.
I can actually give you a sleight of hand.
No, it can be a part of your ability flourish. Okay, Armoros, you have this guy grappled.
Oh, I wasn't able to bind him before combat started.
Oh, that's right, you were binding him. He will be bound.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna casually ask him, "Are you going to resist?" And have a sword to your throat.
I'm not gonna resist with that sword in front of me.
Cool. What's the range of this?
Your sword?
No, something else.
Oh.
That's it. The range of your sword is melee.
Cool. Holding my sword to this guy's throat, I'm going to look back. Am I able to see the guy that's on the other side of Sam? Or is that a low wall?
The guy with the ninja icon is invisible.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Am I able to see past that? Or those low walls that I can see?
You see a little bit of him. He definitely has some cover, though. Just
Cool.
the intervening
I don't
things.
care about cover right now. I cast hold person.
Okay.
Well, that guy's no longer a combatant.
To me,
Okay, what's the save versus wisdom, as I recall?
it is a DC save versus wisdom. And I will cast it at a second. Oh wait, no, I can't say the other guy, so that part doesn't matter. I will cast it as a second level spell, because that's what it is. And how are we actually doing the DC saves?
I roll their save.
That's it. We're doing it like this game normally does it versus what I do.
Cool. I wanted to make sure of that, but it is a wisdom save.
Okay. Um, there is glow, a slight glow on the ground that you can see, Thomas, and at this guy's feet as these um, glimmering, um, almost white platinum looking claws come out of the ground, grab the guy's ankles, and he goes kind of rigid.
And I would actually chant this in Celestial.
Okay.
What are, you're chanting that in the other car, though, right?
Yeah.
You probably could see me if you really tried.
And you did see the guy, the effect of the guy being held.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant hearing you.
You're like many feet away.
He's 70 feet away.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
away.
and unless you're being loud with your incant, Thomas, you're unable to hear him unless you have some form of enhanced hearing, of which I'm unaware.
No, I don't think I have any
Okay.
enhanced hearing.
No, the most you see is I get bathed in light. This guy gets grabbed by basically claws from nowhere and turns rigid.
So you do know he's held.
And I'm just casually sitting there. Did the spell while holding a sword to this guy's neck. I'm making an active effort not to kill these people.
I'd like to remind you, since you are in a car that has chairs, you're literally just kind of sitting down. Cute. Nikos.
Yes, hello. 1 second. Okay. He'll say to Sam, Sam, duck.
Sam will go to ground.
I hope this is how this can be allowed, but I'm gonna roll the attack myself. I'm just going description. Ice jet.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Make a dexterity save.
For the person that's next to that's invisible.
In a straight line emanating from you.
and it's 10 feet. Okay, yeah.
And
Dex.
Dex save for 2d6 damage. Or half.
16.
Wow, okay, yeah. He did not expect this. Please roll your damage.
So something to that effect.
Yeah, so 10-foot line.
Going to be 11.
Does Sam need to make the dex save also because he's in the blast, or
He is in the blast.
or because he ducked? Is he okay?
Oh, does it take up the entire?
It says a 10-foot long blast.
Okay.
Is a line.
It's a line because, like, for example, lightning states it takes up the entire thing.
Yeah.
So no, he'll be good
Like-
with the duck. I'll have him save versus none. Is what I'm gonna do.
Well, that's what it is anyway. Save versus none.
Oh,
Oh, did I save this one?
It's a cantrip. You never get save versus half on a cantrip.
I'll just give him advantage
Yeah, no,
then. Okay. He's good.
It says creatures in the area must make a dex save or take damage. So
I currently stood up and went away from my computer.
Okay.
Need to check something if I can do it with the bonus.
Anything else you were doing?
You moved, you attacked, you have a bonus. I can just technically use my bonus to give someone Shield of Faith.
Yeah, a bit late now.
Yeah. I also don't think it's entirely necessary.
That does remind me though. Gotta roll my ACs.
Oh yeah. People needing to roll their ACs.
Yes.
Nikos, is there anything extra you're doing?
Yeah, going through my tactical stuff. Well, actually,
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna use my tactic bombarding when I. Hold on. It's a spell. You take advantage to strike. See here, can use its reaction to make one weapon attack.
Oh, so Sam can make an attempt at another attack.
Yeah, and because ice damage, I'm pretty sure the ice forming around the guy would make him a little bit easier to see.
Maybe, maybe not. Because technically, with how 5e invisibility works, like the paint trick doesn't work on them because it gets covered under the illusion.
Keep in mind though that I mean, if you attack them, there's advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah,
stuff.
invisibility just gives you disadvantage.
And wait, no, it actually gets canceled out because Matt's character gave him advantage.
Matt's character gave Sam advantage, yeah.
Gave Sam
his
advantage
reaction to attack.
on his next attack.
Yeah.
Which he is doing now, in theory.
So it's actually normal.
Okay. He's gonna make
My new initiative.
strength. Oh, that's stats. I need You see the guy struggling against your binds, unable to get out?
Do I need to cast Hold Person on you as well, sir?
Did Sam not take the reaction attack?
Oh, reaction attack he will. Which hits. You will see blood on his axe as he he turns it. Oh, there is something there. Nice. Road, is your turn. This thing is all in the tracks.
Okay. That in mind, I will use my action to shift my senses to Rosara, so I can now see invisible people. I will then vault over this chair, run along these seats, get to about here, snap my fingers, taking advantage of Sam's duck.
Hi, Ro.
We're gonna drop kick this motherfucker.
Bye, Ro.
Duh.
Just let me know if I need to stop the train.
And I believe that halts my momentum when I hit him, so. We'll just ride him to the ground. And I can never remember what I'm supposed to be rolling to hit for that.
If I recall, melee attacks, unarmed attacks are technically finesse.
Well, I don't know if this is an unarmed attack, so I'm just kind of falling on the guy by going through his hex. As I don't know if this is me to hit or him a saving throw. I know if I was a vehicle, it would be a saving throw for him.
For dynamic entries.
Are you going for the action of trying to knock him down?
No, I just happen to be flying through his hex and colliding with him.
But you see him.
Yes, I do see him. I'm intentionally colliding with him.
Oh.
Phrased that way, that sounds like an attack.
That's why I was asking, because like I said, if I tried to do that with a vehicle, it'd be a dex save for him, not an attack roll for me.
See, because this isn't one of those incidental things of you bouncing around through people, I'll classify that as an attack, though since you can see him, it doesn't.
Is this a strength or dex based?
Yeah, would it be strength is unarmed?
Proficiency, strength.
Oh Jesus.
Come on, shrink. Curse you, computer!
Nice.
Oh, good. I took no damage.
Ugh.
I assume that was successfully knock him down to the ground. Maybe.
And I will roll my refoot while I'm in here.
I have a dex roll right here.
Oh, no, that's not right.
Anything else you're doing?
That's my action and my bonus, so
Yes.
and my movement, so no.
Okay.
I don't know if the fact that I'm technically sticking to him negates his invisibility or not, but because right now, as far as I'm concerned, he's the floor.
Okay.
That's actually kind of entertaining. Also, for the purposes of making this easier, here is the actual spell. On the wrong pog.
Disengage.
Where are we going?
What? The hell? Once he sees that you are somehow riding with him,
Is he encumbered now?
Did you just use him as a sled?
Apparently, he got up and is trying to run with me stuck to his chest.
because he was going to move away, he didn't realize that you were going to be tracking him.
Now I don't know. This is a question mark for me. Like, as far as the spell is concerned, he is my floor.
Yeah.
But I can only fall the 30 feet. So am I still attached to him with him running away, or do I stay put?
He's your floor, but he can only move 30 feet.
I can only fall 30 feet per turn.
Okay, then in that case, I guess you would be moving towards him?
Okay, so I'm still technically in that square, drifting in his direction.
Yeah. So I thought you, like, stuck to him, since you use the phrase stick.
Well, I will read the effect to you, because I wrote down the spell verbatim. False gravity is a bonus action for a minute. The subject of the spell can travel on any solid surface as though the surface possesses its own gravity. The subject can switch down as often as it likes during the spell's duration, though only once per round as a free action. Unintended objects fall as normal. Subject can also fly by moving between points. A character is flying in this fashion. By redefining its falling in this fashion falls downward movement. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about sticking.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if I land on the surface, I stick to it.
Okay, and
'Cause
you did make contact with him when you
Yeah.
landed on him. Okay.
So I am attached to him? Okay.
He is technically your ground.
Yeah.
You are on the ground.
Okay. He'll look already.
Can travel on any solid surface as though that surface possesses its own gravity. So yeah.
Okay. In that case, what you'll see, Thomas, is this. Apparently, Ro was like kind of like perpendicular, just kind of floating along before this person suddenly becomes visible as a knife is heading towards Ro with this guy with a look on his face like, I wonder what the fuck this is, but I'm gonna kill it.
I'd like to use my reaction to impose disadvantage.
Okay. Advantage 9.
Yeah, that's a whiff. That's a big whiff.
Did you just kind of like parry it then, or how you wanna?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a twist deflect.
Okay. You know what? He's gonna stab at you again. He was gonna go after Thomas, but you're kind of stuck
I'm
to
sorry.
him.
I do have to roll versus his 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence to make sure that was disadvantage. But
Int save is an 18.
okay, I beat an 18. We're good.
Okay. Is that for the rest of his turn?
No, it's the next attack.
Okay. Then he'll strike at you again, 22.
That thing still misses.
Thanks for picking
Do
that
it.
one.
Yep, 23. Cool. You're able to deflect again.
This is why I enjoy being with Bro. He makes things entertaining.
Okay, wisdom save 7. Okay, the guy is still held by the dragon's claws. Okay, do folks have their new initiative out?
Yep.
The guy that's preparing to stab Bro will look at you, Thomas. What do you pay this guy? What shoes do you get him?
Excuse me. One, I'm not working for him. Two, it's not my fault you have a magnetic personality.
Oh, I wish I could hear that conversation.
Oh no, it just happens to be coincidence that. But why is he assuming that I pay him? This guy doesn't know who I am.
Putting in my Inish.
I dropped drastically.
Well, you didn't have to re-roll your initiative. You didn't want to.
Oh, I don't do ref. I don't.
Oh. I thought we were doing
I
refund
get
this
to
one.
roll every round.
Well, I
Okay.
got much better, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, we all good? We all set?
Yep.
Kills. Wow, 24 row. There we go.
I like to loudly say, please stop trying to kill people.
As he's still like, still like trying to stab Roe, but like not able to hit him.
That goes for you as well.
He's like,
You die, I will bring you back and make you suffer for trying to kill people.
he's like. Yeah, Bahamut would like that.
Punishing someone for an act of murder and assault is more than appropriate, as long as I don't torture him with it. I did, after all, actually go through the effort of actually saving his life. That's actually mercy.
Does my
That guy's
passive
love to
investigation of 18 beat his AC?
Yes.
Okay. I need to make a note of that.
You get more battle songs in here.
Hey, you've already got more than the franchise normally does.
Was it maybe only one per game? Unless it's a boss battle?
I have 6.
Yeah, so you're at least 3 times better. At the least. Because they would have 1 for normal fights, 1 for boss fights.
No, they normally have multiple boss fight ones.
Okay. Are you just looking stuff up right now, or?
I'm confirming something, yeah.
I still just can't stop laughing at the fact that you turned him into your ground.
Yeah, in terms of why he thought you paid him off, that's an interesting question, isn't it?
This one knows who I am.
Nah, I don't need a gunblade charge on this guy.
Overkill.
You get your guns. Yeah, your gunbreaker gives what is it, key points that you get back if you kill someone, right?
No, I get them back a short rest.
Okay. So the only part of killing is the limit break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gonna mark him.
Okay. low, David?
It's technically flanked.
Low.
Low. Okay. If I roll lower than a 35,
Doesn't flank require him to be on the conga line?
Well, I wasn't sure if Matt kind of was flanking him.
Well, it's not conga line though.
Okay.
Unless you have pack tactics.
Okay. Well, I will. Since he's no longer invisible, I will just hop off him. Now he's kind of like. But. Okay. No. The 6 is supposed to be radiant. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I know why I didn't.
Oh, it says radiant.
Okay, well, for me, it just says 6.
Oh, if you overlay it, it says
Yeah.
radiant. How'd you make it say that?
I put radiant inside the box by mistake.
That's cool. I didn't realize you could do that.
And it'll still only display the number because it does math.
Nice. Because I tried something like that before and it didn't work.
Yeah, that
I
was.
am pretty sure that is not what it's supposed to do.
Well, either way, if a 16 hits him, he takes that damage and is at disadvantage for his next attack, as he has been hit by sparkles.
Sparkles.
Beautiful.
If it does take him to 0, I want that 0 to be unconscious.
Okay.
Because we are, in theory, trying to arrest these people. So.
and interrogate.
Nikos, it is your turn.
And this is all really weird because I'm looking at this from my shoulder, technically.
Yeah. You would be ultimate in a hot spring episode.
Shh! Don't give away that trick yet.
Okay.
Oh, right. PC.
Getting to. Hold on. I'm going to show you something. Yeah, I can make it. Depending on how Sam is, he'll basically kind of like cartwheel over him, jump on top of the chairs, and then drop punch.
Okay.
Oh no, drop kick.
Cool.
Drop something.
Make a drop roll.
Drop it like it's hot.
Get down.
Wee 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 wee.
Axe kick to the head. Axe kick to the shoulder. Axe kick to the shoulder, motherfucker.
And technically, I no longer need this radius.
Okay, what is it going to be?
It's a 21 is what it is.
Awesome. You, boom! You hit him.
You're axe kicking the guy that I held?
Apparently, yeah.
The axe kick strikes true. This counts as a critical hit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was held.
I mean, I would disapprove of this, but I'm not going to stop you. I kind of can't.
No, still, that's like, yeah, no, it's like, perfectly understandable, jeez. You were supposed to be held. Actually, I'll still do damage, but,
Okay, double your dice for the drop kick.
that is doubled.
Mhm.
And
Cool.
with that, it's like, oh, well, how about this?
You swinging for unconscious or kill?
Just go for
Unconscious?
Ugh.
Did request you don't
Yes,
kill them.
unconscious.
I'd say when they hit 0, you get to pick. That's why I was asking.
You hear a crack as you like dislocate his shoulder. Ugh! Mm.
Oh no! Oh, that's sympathetic. Oh, sympathetic pain.
I don't know what that was behind me, but as soon as I'm... Oh, wait, he has a gun.
That's interesting. 13 KO'd the one guy, but 14 didn't.
Why though?
Because that guy took damage beforehand, remember?
Oh, right. Sam hit him.
Sam hit him,
The
and
ice.
magic.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yep.
And I guess at that, well, technically I do have a bonus.
Yeah,
let's
you
see-
do. Do you want a bonus?
At least say, how about this? You play.
You play. You'll play.
What's yogurt got to do with it?
Finish your statement. I will wait. I'm not really going to be doing much because I'm holding this guy.
Yeah, we hear you now.
I hear you.
I'm sorry. Wi-Fi. Yeah, sorry. Was going to. Oh, if you don't fight, and I don't pick your brother wrong. So that.
Okay.
I don't know. He's a little bit cocky. He might not surrender.
Oh, hold off.
He just got held without knowing what held him, and then just got hit and broke his shoulders. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
dislocated.
Dislocated.
He also didn't stand down when I had a gun pointed at him.
Yeah. Well, he ponders this comment.
What happened to the other guy?
He got KO'd when I hit him.
Yeah, it was like, and he fell down. Thunk.
Armoros is still holding him.
I'd say Amaros is holding the one guy in the back. I KO'd one, and we're...
And one guy's tied up. Armros, it is your turn.
Is the guy going to continue to resist?
I mean, it looks like he's trying to get out of his bond still, but when it's his turn, you'll find out if he's truly given up or not.
I'm going to put the weight of my wall shield just barely against his neck. Like, just enough that if he moves, I will drop it, and I will make it known that that will happen.
Okay.
While he's bound there if he keeps resisting.
Okay.
And Eagle, just come back over here. Because he'll do that. And I'm going to maintain my concentration because there's nothing to break my concentration on keeping that guy held over there.
Sam is guarding that area in case there's some other invisible people.
Oh. Action to actually intimidate.
Are there any other invisible people?
Nothing you can say.
There's no invisible people, guys. We're good.
Okay. Mr. Thomas, it is your turn.
I would like to go and disarm the conscious guy.
The conscious guy?
The held person.
Okay.
Health guy.
Cool. You get another short sword and another hand crossbow.
Is there any money on him?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's not pocket the guy yet.
Well, you just disarmed him. Searching him would be another action.
That too.
Yeah.
That is true. So, when you do pilfer this guy for monies, this is the amount he will have on him.
Do I bother adding that to the loot crate, or am I going to assume you're going to hoard all that in front of us?
I'm definitely gonna hoard it until which point we are all on the same page on this.
What was the DC of your hold?
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah,
It's a
but
level 2 spell.
So do not count you for the loot crate sharings. Got it.
okay. That
Doesn't actually say it on that.
spell save DC 16. Okay, he is still held.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean loot crate sharings?
Well, I've been keeping a running total of what everyone's share is. If you're going to be hoarding stuff to yourself, then I don't need to count you in the share for the end.
If I'm doing work, yeah, you still need to count me in the share for the end.
I think what Matt is saying is his character is going to have it on him until such a time as we like aren't immediately in combat. Was that the that's the interpretation I had to what you said anyway.
Yeah, it was more of a until we fully know, until like we are reaching a point where we're like, okay, this is all the money we have made throughout this mission.
Okay, then that's what I was asking. At which point, yes, I need to add it to the running total I've been keeping for how much we have made this mission.
Okay.
That's what I.
Assuming that no one is going to consider that a vile act to take money off of people.
We've been taking money off. We took money off people in the shop too. So.
Yeah. We're basically stripping the people of everything but their clothes.
I don't know if I didn't quite go that far, but.
We took their money. We took.
That's
their
all we.
weapons.
We didn't take their weapons.
We didn't take their weapons.
They didn't have any weapons.
Have weapons. Yeah. These people have weapons. So we're gonna take their weapons. We're gonna take their money. We're gonna take.
The way you say that. We take their money.
They're criminals. They don't need it.
Are they though?
Okay, so it has been added to
They're
the
bringing
loot.
monsters into the city at the least. That is a crime.
Okay, so I have put it on the loot crate. You don't need to keep it on your inventory sheet because that'll get confusing.
Okay. What I'm guessing will probably be the final initiative. The train does a turn around a sharp curve. I will need a dexterity save unless you're sitting in a chair.
Definitely not sitting, but I can fall back into the chair. Because that's a bench behind me, yes?
Yeah, there are seats behind you.
Can I just fall back into the chair? Or do I need to still do the deck save?
I'll need the deck save to see if it's done in a safe manner. Oh, nice decks there, Galiana.
23.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, man, you're so serendipitous. It's like the train has gently sat you in this somewhat comfortable chair. Okay, sorry, I'll be able to cling on to you. Nico should be able to stand your ground with your training. Amros, I thought you were sitting in a chair.
I had to put the shield on him.
I mean, he's like right next to you. I assumed you were kind of leaning.
I mean, if you're gonna let me get away with that, then sure. They never actually specified that.
Well, if I'm wrong, correct me.
Then sure.
Keegan is quadrupedal and is thus fine with that roll. Okay, do we have new initiatives in?
Yep.
Nikos, it is your turn.
Your new initiative.
So what?
I'm just asking you, Greg rolled initiative because be quiet.
Actually, I need to reroll Sam's initiative. There we go.
We have to
Poor Sam.
roll new initiative.
Apparently, we're rolling it every turn. Yeah.
God damn it. I'm initiative.
Then I am much lower than I was. 1 sec.
Sam, don't go last.
Don't worry. I might be last.
No, you're not.
But I mind.
Sam is last. He rolled a 3. +1.
Amoros. What do ye wish to do?
Have Keegan intimidate this guy into surrendering so he stops trying. With me assisting him.
Okay.
And not breaking my concentration until someone tells me that that guy is no longer armed and is ready to be bound.
Since you are rolling that, and I know what your goal is, I'm going to switch over to this guy's turn. My god, this guy's will is like nothing. Grr, still paralyzed. Roll.
I guess
Well,
I will
let's
go
take
toss
prisoners.
the unconscious guy. Do I need to roll anything for that, or just?
Oh, we're still technically in combat.
Well, I know it took an action. I just wasn't sure if I need to roll perception or investigation to search him, or just.
Yeah, you can roll to see if he has any kind of like hidden things on him.
Perception, yes, or investigation?
I'll say investigation in this case.
And then if I roll higher, don't roll higher.
What are we rolling?
I was rolling to search the other guy, the unconscious one.
And intimidating is because this guy has tried 2 for 2 to try to break out of his bonds, even though he has a short sword to his neck, and now a heavy shield just barely pressed against his neck.
The sight of the dragon, which he seemingly forgot was there,
Hey, we matched copper and silver pieces now.
makes him calm down.
Hey.
They're both at 57.
Oh, nice. Thomas, it is your move.
Okay. Is this guy surrendered in front of us?
He is still held. It looks like he's been trying to break the hold for the past several seconds.
He was the mage, yeah?
No, the guy turned invisible. 1 used an item, and 2 is the unconscious one. They don't seem to have mages.
That you ran into that you tried to intimidate and failed to intimidate.
I'm gonna sort of nod to you guys and be like, yeah, I've got this. Make my way back up the train to assist in the intimidation of
Okay.
this guy.
Does anyone want me to unhold the guy over there?
Nikos.
I'm just assuming Nikos will judo chop him, and he'll go down, and it won't be a problem.
Yeah, you can do a judo chop for stun if you'd like.
Or, just tell me to let it go. Like, do that at will.
Well, if we let it go, he's still a combatant right now.
That's true. Because he is actively trying to resist it.
So you want me to knock him out?
He's actively trying to resist.
Well, it's either that or we just leave him here until either the spell wears off or he gives up. You've proven adept. You seem adept at subduing people. So I figured you might have some technique for KOing somebody.
Bap, 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 bap.
How many rounds has it been?
Do you know that spot on the back of the neck that apparently knocks people unconscious instantly?
Round counter says 2.
Cool.
Hold on. Like, I assume he like came behind him. He's like, and here, and basically goes for a pressure point, I guess. Just
Cool.
if possible.
Yep. Just give a hit roll and such.
Technically, you have advantage.
Yep, that definitely hits. This counts as a critical strike.
And that's a natural 20.
Nice.
What bit of crit, anyways? Hoorah.
I think I actually have something that adds to this.
Seems weird that your attack is only a +1.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the previous. That was the roll before I did it. It was a total of 20 with a crit, but anyways, damage. Cool. Do we roll dice twice or just double?
I believe the rules as written is roll dice twice.
Yeah.
Double dice. Woo.
Your modifier bonus only applies once, however.
Yes.
To an extent, okay. And with my special savage attack, I get to add an extra dice.
Nice.
Which is not double, unfortunately.
It doesn't double,
Which
but
is
it's
fine.
extra dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Any extra damage is good damage.
I also forgot it last time. But oh well.
So technically, round 11 is when hold person would end. If he doesn't get full punches.
You pressure point him, and he goes limp.
Did y'all ever see Bounty Hunter? The Star Wars Bounty Hunter?
No.
Nope.
The guy,
Fair enough.
the
Never
KO
mind
guy
that.
is the invisible
So
one.
I'm gonna pick up the still conscious guy.
I'm gonna search the other one, see if there's any more of those invisibility crystals.
So okay, okay.
This is
so,
the guy. This
yeah.
is the one who used
Yeah.
his. I researched him.
Yeah.
This is the guy Matt disarmed and took his money. But were there any more
Okay.
crystals?
You don't see any crystal on him. You do,
Okay.
however, see a clicker.
I will grab the other clicker,
Okay.
and I guess we'll drag them up to the front here so they can be tied up with more of Omarosa's cuffing rope.
Yep, I just put them all together.
If you're out of that, I do have zip ties.
I have 50 feet of mending rope. But
The
since you have zip ties, I'd rather use those because we can then forget about these guys for later.
Somebody want to search the third guy?
I'll do
The
that.
one that.
I say the one next to
One
Eric.
that has been bound.
Yeah, I say the one still awake that Eric's playing with.
BRB.
9-14. Got it.
And it's perception.
because you're out of combat, you can like thoroughly kind of look through him. And I already posted what he has on him. A few minutes
No
later,
clicker or invisibility thing.
no clicker or invisibility thing.
Okay.
And I guess I'll get back to controlling the train and put my eyes in the correct head.
Okay. With that in mind, a few minutes later, you do see light up ahead at the end of a tunnel.
I will begin proper train tunnel procedures.
You begin slowing down.
Since we have a few minutes, does anybody want to interrogate the guy real fast? I guess not.
I mean, I'm not sure what to ask, but I would definitely do it. Hold on. No. So yeah, let's let Bad Cop McGee over here do it.
I will get my lie detector
So,
on.
here's doing this exactly where we're heading.
We're,
Out of the city.
we're heading to where the operations stuff is going on, where we take the get the where we grab the creatures.
Not my best roll, but
Okay. How many of them are? How many of you are there?
Many?
Professor
A dozen that are there?
Right.
I am surrounded by people who want me to not be here.
No, we don't want you to be. It's not that we don't want you to be here. It's that you're just causing trouble. Now the big fat question left, or at least for me, unless is who's in charge.
He looks a bit perturbed as he says the name. Supervisor Lane. Oh, if he's still there.
History.
Are you asking him for history on the guy, or are you asking if you can make a history roll?
Make a history roll, but you're doing your thing. Keep going.
I I know he could. I know he comes from se, section 1-1. I know that much. And he's not someone you want to mess with. He likes things organized. And you most definitely are not organized people.
Why, thank you.
But what are you talking about? We're perfectly organized.
Just not the way he wants, probably.
As the train breaches the light and slows, you are met with a small area of the pan forest that seems to have been carved out.
That's a lot of people with guns.
Kind of peeking, glancing out windows for those who are looking out windows. They're rather close next to the train is a chocobo, just kind of standing there. Looks trained. Has some leather barding on. Down this way are a number of these guys.
I want those guns.
I'm pretty sure that's not the gun it actually has.
Hey, you never know.
Well, I know the world only has revolvers unless, we've had a major tech jump in episode 1.
There was not a major tech jump, but it was an image with the gun, so I was like, okay, cool.
As I assumed you were limited by the source material. I wouldn't repeat that mistake again.
Hey, is that an injured person up there? The blood gives it away.
The blood also gives away where David first dropped him on the map.
There are large cages that Thomas will recognize them as larger versions of what was in the station. A few of them are empty. Others are not.
Huh. Alrighty. So we found the source.
Because you can actually see through the cages, they're bars. One of them contains this.
Oh, you can go kill that thing quickly.
Would it be a nature check to know what that is?
Is it actually a sin?
It is if it means you're a follower in the distance world.
Oh my. I don't. It's disgusting. Ugly as sin.
Freaking, just so I can get a good click on it. Here we go. That would be a nature roll for who wanted to identify what it was?
Armorous did.
Okay, what is Armorous' nature roll?
And typing that right now.
Thank you. The other creature is this.
Do I need to make a separate one for that one as well?
Yes.
Does it have a actual arm hanging out of its mouth?
No.
Oh.
It has not been fed recently. And in the lower cage is a number of these, which you will recognize as the amphitheaters that were, like the ones that were in Vaughn's shop.
18 plus 3 is a 21.
So I know the frog, but I don't know the ugly baby. Maybe. Definitely don't know.
There's my 2 rolls.
Definitely don't know the ugly baby.
Okay. Almost, you do recognize the first creature you see. It is a corrupted creature known as a blemis.
Lemmies? Oh dear lord.
It
So many corrupted creatures.
it is physically powerful, though not very intelligent, and not the most not the most on their feet in terms of reflexes.
At least they're slow and dumb.
It can, however, build up.
Say that.
It can, however, build up a fair amount of momentum and has a speed of 40.
Oh Jesus!
It's a charger. Okay.
It's a slow dumb charger.
It has been known to consume man-sized objects whole. Ro, you don't know. You're not remembering much about the first thing, other than it is a
Ugly baby that's obviously carnivorous based on the teeth.
You can tell it's a corrupted,
and it looks like it belongs on real monsters.
Which I know that does things to you. So
yeah. I saw the word corrupted in the bestiary and just kind of glazed over after that.
Yeah, I like straight up said they have that corrupted thing.
Okay.
This is slow, dumb, and slow and dumb.
Okay, Nikos, you get the same information since you rolled high enough. Everyone else will recognize, well, all the other embers will recognize the second one as another large corrupted creature, a bender hob. Again, physically imposing, more intelligent than the other one, more like human-like intelligence, with the ability to seemingly see forever in darkness.
So a smart frog. That's okay. Sorry, a smart carnivorous frog. Also, do we see what's in that door?
Just being a dick. One second. There's still some more information. I just need to be able to scroll around.
He's trying to pad the runtime.
Oh, does no one have work tomorrow? We could go a little later if people like.
I will keep going if everyone else wants to.
I also do not have work tomorrow.
The Bender Hob.
I am doing so hot myself with connection and other stuff.
Yeah, that was my thing.
If you want to keep going.
This looks like it might be significant, so we might want to wait till we actually have people with decent connections.
Okay.
Yeah, let's call it for the night.
Well,
okay.
I want to know the things that we see that are mapped north of us.
Yeah, it's like let him finish describing the area first.
Yeah, do you know if I like finish up the scenes and stuff? Is that good?
Go ahead.
Okay. The Bender Hob is also another creature large enough to swallow things whole. And let's see, I know one of you rolled really well.
Both Greg and Eric rolled really well.
Nikos, you rolled super well. Just enough, actually, to remember this. The Bender Hob, morphed by its corruption, does have the ability to momentarily become become one with Shadow, and like kind of merge with it, and then demerge with it.
It's harmless fun.
Is that an invisibility effect or teleport effect?
It's a teleport effect.
Okay. Because I've seen it go both ways, so I thought I'd ask, since
Yep.
we had somebody who made the roll.
Yep. It is a teleport effect. Move this back. There are people kind of patrolling around. The occasional caw of the chocobo. But what reaches your ears is the magnified voice uh, of of a calm and collected person. Attention! The new train has arrived. Prepare the newest acquisitions for loading. The latest field reports indicates that we need to be a bit more calculating with our windows. And the sharp air is still on the list. I'd like the Banderhop prepared. If we can track it, then perhaps it can find the shadow for us. And I'll end it there.
The shadow?
The shadow? The shadow.
I think he's referencing us because they don't really know who we are.
I doubt it, because they're talking about tracking the critter, so that would imply they're looking for something.
True.
I know what it is. It's the Shadow Project.
Also, none of us are particularly shadowy.
It's all connected. I know it.
God, I wish Square Enix made a Star Wars game. That would be awesome.
Fafashi 12, right?
Not counting Final Fantasy 12, where they literally just made Star Wars.
So, do we see the people that are on map north?
No, they have elevation. And you don't have any sunroofs and